All right, everybody, we're just going live, and we're just gonna raw dog this because I'm a monster, and that's just how it's gonna be. So, hi everybody, I'm Dean the Genetic Marvel. A while ago, I used to do Lego. I do Lego. Yeah, I did Lego. That's exactly what I did, everybody. So I used to build Lego on my channel. I still build Lego because it's great. I haven't done it in a few months, so now we're gonna get back to it. So its commemorative thing is we have the Lego dragon for Chinese New Year. And so I'm going to build it and just talk shit this entire time because I had a fucking moment. So if anyone wants to join me, you're more than welcome to. Just message me and I'll send you the link. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and build this and then maybe eat a sandwich because that's the fucking day I'm having. So this could just go fucking somewhere else. And I'm just going to figure it out as we go. Fun times. Thanks, honey. I appreciate you. Oh, so let me just pull this up. I do have the instructions, which are right here. Ooh, so fancy. Just so everyone can see. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull up a digital one. So let's go with Lego. That's not how you spell Lego. Da-da-da-da. And wonderful. Yes. What is 80112 is the actual thing. Temporarily out of stock. That's because I bought them all. No, I didn't buy them all. Building instructions. There we go. Thank you. Perfect. So I have these instructions. I am going to just play them because that's going to be a thing. Maybe I should just share the screen. That's not a bad idea, right? No, that's not what I want. Maybe. I think that's the one. Ha! All right. There's a lot of. The right one? I think it's the right one. Yep. All right. So that is going to go over there. Next, we have bag number 1. I win. I feel like the idea that they have bags for all this stuff is definitely beneficial. Let's just take over there. That's how it's going to go. It's going to be a date. Actually, let me fix my background here, everybody. Because right now, yeah, so I had a bit of a, let's just go. That's fine. You know what? We'll go with Generation Dan. Generation Dan has a great background. It's just that one. That's perfect. There we go. All right, everybody. I'm going to just keep on building. Oh, so we have bag number 1. There you go. Bag number 1, everyone. So I am going to look at all this business and get it happen. Oh, fun times. It's been some time, Lego. Thought, hey, we're going to do a thing. It's going to be very exciting. Everything is fine. Da, 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 da. I feel like Lego can help everyone, right? Just in general, I think Lego is a good solution for life. All right, so let's go with. We have some pieces. This is going to be one of them. 2 of these, beautiful, and one of those. I love it. I know you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to build this and I'm just going to talk the whole time because that sounds like fun to me. And if you don't like it, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. That's that. Oh. thing. Exciting. I feel like a lot of the times we don't really understand what happens just in life in general, right? There's a lot more people don't realize. All right. Ooh. See, there's also these little baggies, and I don't have my full setup here, everyone, but you know what? We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna figure it out. Just so you guys understand how much Lego I used to did. Okay, so each set you get one of these little tools. Okay, very exciting. So this is my rack of tools. It's a lot. There's a lot here. There's even one from a He-Man build that I did. I still have more He-Man. A lot. Anyway, let's continue. I'm going to not dump out everything, as I have done in the past. Let's be very clear. I am not some sort of genius. I am just a enthusiast of life. Sure, that's a thing. I like being alive. I think life is beneficial as opposed to the alternative. That's a thing. I think a lot of people would be okay with that. I like being around. I think that's fair. Ooh. Okay. I have something happening. Oh. All right, let me try and my keyboard is definitely in the way right now, so you know what? I'm just not gonna respond. I'm gonna respond on something else. Haha! I'll figure it out. No. Let's do one thing at a time. I think that. Hey, now we're talking. That's the one thing I don't like is when they kind of go back and forth. You're like, oh, we've separated these specific pieces, but then also here's everything, and you're like, that's not nice. That's not a helpful thing. That's okay. We'll make it work. You know why? That's who we are. All right. We have one of these little things. That's fine. G-unit. No, it's not a thing. There. Okay, let's go here. I feel like I should build Legos and also discuss modern politics, because that would be hilarious. I feel like that's appropriate. Probably even age appropriate. Come on. I'm old and I'm retarded. That's the way they built them back when I was around. Yeah. When I was coming off the factory floor. I don't know. I think one of the worst things that people ever achieved was doing work. That's ridiculous. There. And then we're gonna put another one on top. I like it. Ooh, that's how sandwiches are made. Delicious. Who doesn't like a good sandwich? And then, hey, this is gonna go right there. Now we're talking the whole thing. Oh man. Shit. There is a lot happening right now. That's okay. I think this is just the whole bottom section that I'm making. It's okay. Oh. I think it's important to follow the instructions. Yeah, I'm just back to fucking Lego. I love it. I think people should take the time. Like, I've been trying to become a person. Sure, let's say that. I like being a person. I think it's beneficial, right? That seems like a thing. Oh. Woo. One of these and one of those. I feel like that works. Respond to my friend Kyle. Kyle messaged me and said, "Hey, what happened?" And I said, "Oh, I had a complete fucking thing." Here, I'm building Lego live right now. I just told him that I'm building Legos, so he's more than welcome to come because I like Kyle. Kyle's a fun person. It must get the dude. I know we saw it. It's on backward. Yeah, you got to go in person. I think is the smartest course of action, but that's just hey, one of those things. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Okay, so we are here. It is nice. This is we are in the same boat. I like it. Okay, now we have the green goes in the middle. Yes, I like it. Hey, but now we have a little bit of deviousness, eh? You bastards. Okay. You know, it is a bit of a confusion. I don't like this. Okay, but let's go. Let's come. Come on, we will figure it out. You know why? Because this is how we operate. We are nice. We will do things politely. For now, while you are in favor. But tomorrow, who knows? Tomorrow, nobody will be in favor. This one. And I think that's the hard part is that everybody wants to be unique. Right? Who doesn't want to be unique? We all want to be unique. And I think we are unique. But I think the hard part is just realizing that that doesn't mean that we don't have a spot. We still have a spot. Everybody has a spot. Oh, finding out the spot. That's the fun part. You gotta find what your purpose is. That is, you think about it, and one of the things that I kind of had today, maybe an epiphany, maybe, was when did we go from like people were like life hack and this kind of stuff when you're going, yeah, that's just survival. We're just surviving.
That's we're not doing anything out there. There's a lot of people who are like, oh, this is a new hack. Yeah, no, it's just a grandma's old recipe. That's why it's edible. People are going to start bragging about, yeah, I have heating on the inside. You're like, yeah, that's not a thing. That's everyone should have heating on the inside, assholes. Just because you're bad at fucking doing things doesn't mean I should be. Something just felt it on my leg. You're somewhere, you little shit. I think that's it. Oh, yeah. Sure. Let's say that's it. Gonna learn today. Anyways, that's fine. Sorry. Walkers are dark, these are neat. I have been a little distracted. I've been distracted with my existence. How dare I? I know. What a bastard. What an absolute bastard. One of the nice things about Lego is they will always include extra pieces, which is nice. I think that's a beneficial thing. There we go. Let us go, baby. Hey, there's Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Hey.
What's happening, buddy?
Not much.
Well, that's nice. I'm building a dragon.
Can't hear you.
How was your day?
Oh, it was okay. I was at the casino for I just got home. And I got there at noon.
Fair enough.
Okay, am I to understand that Lego pamphlets are all digital now?
No. So I did get a physical one, but then I also just downloaded the digital one because, yeah.
No, because I'm like, fuck, man. That pisses me off. Not that I can afford Lego anymore, but if I could, it's the last, I don't want to do it digitally. That's the last thing I want. That's what I buy the Lego to not be on devices.
Yes. Well, you always get a book inside the thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So it's not a complete abandonment of logic. No.
I'm okay with that being an option, but I don't want to be thrust into online activity.
I think that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. That's a reasonable thing. So, I actually, I fainted earlier. Kyle, that was a thing. I had to explain to my wife how important it is to be respectful of people's boundaries when it comes to them doing mushrooms. You go hey, you can't just spring shit on people while they're mid-trip. And she's like, oh, I didn't know that. And you're like, kind of really important. Really important.
Further explanation. What did she say? Why did you faint?
It's there. It was a whole thing. So I.
Are you gonna be a daddy?
No, nothing like that. I wish that'd be great. It was more so that something happened this morning and somebody was looking for a health card, couldn't find it, and there's that was a whole thing, but it wasn't. I thought it was a resolved issue, and then it kind of escalated and got exacerbated, and then I was like, hey, I'm mid mushroom trip, this is not helpful. And she was like, no, I'm okay. I'm like, you may be okay, however, you've brought me, and I am 3 hours into a 7-gram mushroom trip. Yeah.
Which for you is light. But...
yeah, well, for me it is light. That is a fair yeah, that's Okay, you know what? You make me sound like a bad person there, Kyle.
No,
That's fine.
you're not a bad person. You're just a fucking addict. No.
It's just a little bit of a problem. No, but that's I'm like, so I had to explain to her. I'm like, hey, so for months I've realized that I'm like, oh, in the great words of Taylor Swift, hi, it's me. I'm the problem. Right here. This is the problem of my life. I am my own issue. So I'm trying to deal with that, and we're learning and becoming a better person. It's a whole big thing. However, I'm like, hey, you can't really just jump into a situation like that. I'm like, that's not okay. And she was
Okay.
like, I didn't understand. And I was like, well, now you do.
Okay, so you fainted because of information?
No, the lack of information.
Okay.
And so essentially I was mid-trip, and then she was flustered. She came into the room, she's like, I'm all flustered, and then left. And I'm like, what? and then I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And she's like, and then like it was a whole, I was just like sensory overload and then zero information. And I'm like, yo, you need to fucking explain what's happening to me right now, because I'm tripping balls and you're not, like, this is going sideways. And she's like, I'm okay. And I'm like, you may be fine, I'm not. And then I fainted.
So she ran in, yelled, the sky is falling, and then left the room?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And then proceeded to do her own thing. It was fun. It was and then I was like, hey,
Were you standing? Like,
I was at one point, and then I broke a bunch of stuff when I fell.
that sounds about accurate.
Yeah, because I'm a big guy. You know how that is.
I would take down a wall or two too. So you know.
Yeah. So I
Small
only
village.
broke my own stuff, so that's fine. That's
Yeah.
it's fine. It's So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm okay. I'm sure she.
But also, like, how long did you fast, and then you had mushrooms?
Oh no, I ate yesterday.
Okay. Never mind then.
I think I ate yesterday.
I know, right? Like, been there.
Yeah.
Not like you, but like. It's just
Yeah,
like,
no, yeah. No, yesterday. No, yeah. We went Lord of the Rings. We did Lord of the Rings yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
We did, by the way, so we should go. Like, well, you're not a big movie guy, right? So you're
Dude, I'm in movies.
You're I know you're a big movie guy, as in like I'm in the movies, whereas I'm a big movie guy, is like I watch the movies.
No, but like it's not that. Okay, first off, I've lived many years where I can't even afford movies. And then it's just like nowadays they're out in like 20 minutes and free to watch, you know? So there's like, I understand going to a theater is a different experience. I appreciate that.
Sure.
But half the time the movies are so shit nowadays too.
Fair point.
Like I'm like, you guys aren't worth the $7 we used to pay, not well on these fucking $20 I'm going to pay.
Also fair.
And then $20 for the cheapest snack in the world. Like, what is a kernel of popcorn? 1 penny for the whole bag? Like, fuck.
So, and you know what? Those are all valid
points.
100% valid. And you know what? This is where now it's going to sound like I'm sponsored by these guys. I'm not.
Okay.
I wish I was.
Pause. I still have more complaints.
No, it's good. Absolutely.
No, like so many movies are so fucking long, and my attention span is like shrunken too. So, but go on.
True.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
so how are these guys better than the rest?
So, the tickets, they still have a $2 online fee, which I'm like, that's ridiculous.
Fuck you.
But the tickets to watch, it was Lord of the Rings, Return of the King extended edition, so it's 4.5 hours long. Full recliner seats, though. That was a win. But they were like $7. So you're like, and then the food, like we got a ton of food. They don't have, it's not VIP where like bring it to you. You have to go to the thing, but it's like a little
like
grocery store type thing. It's nice. It's like being a real person. I like it.
It's not like the VIP. You have to be a fucking peasant and go get your shit. I have never ordered food to my fucking seat in a movie theater. I've never had it. I've only
can't go back.
Find seats a couple times.
I'm telling you, it's a great experience. It's a great experience, especially when they'll like bring you drinks and everything. Like it's so much fun. And then you're just like, yes, Bring me more.
No, I really liked. Okay, I worked in Burlington when my life was falling apart, and I went to the theater there, and yeah, and it was one of the first ones. Like you go upstairs and there's like the adult theater, like it's not porn, but like it's like, oh, you can order drinks and all that shit, and I'm just like, this is fantastic. Like it's a great concept and stuff, but it's also the same as it's almost like flying first class for me. It's like,
yes,
it's an expense I may never experience. But
I mean, yeah, but also too, you can't go back. Like it's very.
Well, that's the problem, right? I can't like. And what am I gonna do once I fit in a seat? Like I'm gonna expect that all the time. Like it's
all the time.
It's just crazy silliness at that point.
Absolutely. No, that's a fair.
Unrealistic expectation.
What am I supposed to be comfortable?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I'm not even comfortable in my own skin.
Let's be very clear. I hate me most of the time.
Actually, I'm getting beyond that a little.
Well, which is important. I think that's
a strange experience. I got to.
I mean, you know,
I don't know what cocktail I've reached with my like supplements and shit, or maybe it's just like
success.
I don't know. Something's changed, and it's like good, but it's also getting me a little reckless. But like, that's fun. And I talked to my dad about. I told him about the car and the girl or like that. I was like, yeah, so.
You must have been like, I've had those nights. That's fair. Yeah.
No, but it was kind of, it's like, I'm like, I know you enough that if it's all in the pursuit of like, getting laid or something. Like, boys will be boys.
Like a little bit, right? Like,
he's like, if I'm going to finance some bullshit, that's kind of the bullshit I'll find.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, yeah, okay, that's shenanigans. That's fine. That's, you know, that's a worthwhile endeavor. And you're like, it's going to be a good story. Right.
Like, that's it. Right. But like, I wasn't even all the things that happened. I was more like, the thing that I question the most is that I'm okay with it. And it's like, I've never been okay with such like some horse shit happening. And it's weird how like, and that's a dangerous thing of how not giving a fuck I could be at this point.
True. Yeah.
But and then I'm just like, and then the next day I had to work the day following. So the next night I took it easy and just did LSD for the first time. And then I was online talking to people for 5 hours or some shit.
What's the big deal?
Yeah. But he's like literally like nothing to say. Like it's funny. It's not even like I've seen him way more disappointed in me and for fucking nothing. So this is like at least this respect.
I mean, you're doing a thing. That's fine. Which I at some point, like just as a man, you get to that point where you're going, hey man, you start off and you're like, oh, that's a bad decision. Let's see what happens. It's just like. Yeah, okay.
No, but like with every bad decision comes a good story.
Oh yeah, I think that's the key. Is as long as it comes with a good story, totally worthwhile.
Like you know me, I'm a storyteller. I can make a shit story entertaining. So when I get an entertaining story, we go fucking.
Yeah,
it's just
that's easy money.
It writes itself.
Oh, 100%.
And I was showing him the dragon, and I'm like, I want a dragon. He's like, what the fuck are you gonna do with that? I'm like, I'll be the next Jeff Dunham. I'll be racist with a dragon.
I mean, dragons seem like racist. That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they do try to kill Asians. I don't know. It's probably not exclusive, but you know, in the movie.
Probably. Oh, wait, do you mean more people try and kill Asians, or just that they?
The dragon?
The dragon themselves? I mean,
the dragon New Year seems to be oddly very positive, though.
It's very positive. It is.
But it's funny. It's all like, okay, numerology.
Yes.
This year is an 8.
Yes.
And then it's a dragon, and both are pretty much like financial abundance and all this stuff. Like literally, both of them are like just like now's the time and all the great stuff. And I feel it too. Like.
I mean, there is something is up. Something is happening. Whether it's good, whether it's bad, who knows? That is not my department, people. My department, people, is things are happening. That's all.
That's
I can confirm things are happening.
sweet.
That's it. That
Unlike most years.
unlike most years, nothing happens. This year, things are happening. Very exciting.
It's funny. I posted these two things that well, one was a memory, anyways, but it was like, yeah, don't live the same year 75 times and call it a life. And I've got to say, I don't think I'm in danger of that. Most people might have been, but I feel like my life has not been repetitive. Just fucked.
Yeah, I feel like there's like at some point there is like the peace and quiet is nice, but then also you're like adventure, you know?
Well, no, but I just mean like I've never had the same job where I went in and just fucking like 40 hours a week and come home and fucking go to bed and then try again and like all that shit. That's why I don't have a house. But like
also fair point, sir.
Yeah,
also fair point.
But like I never submitted to that apparently, and even now like I just put in my shoot got changed a bit, so it's not even like I didn't lose anything. It's just like instead of going in on Tuesday, now it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the 20th. So it's like, so I'm like, maybe I should try to work tomorrow. So I sent in, maybe I'll be Blue Dragon tomorrow night. I don't know. I sent it to Sophia. She says, I'll get back to you. And I haven't heard, but it's like they're working right now. So I don't know.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I'm just like, hey, another day of work and I can be Dragon. And
which is fun though. Come on.
No, I'm like digging it. Sophia's just like, no, this is you. This is. And it's like I'm like I don't know. The butcher like was me. I knew what to do. I didn't know what to do, and then I figured it out. So yeah. I'm banking on the dragon being the same thing.
That's fair.
Plus, I have a partner who seems much more qualified for this, and I got him hired. So it's hilarious. Oh, you know who's returning as like one of the actors? Jacob.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Tell him I say hello.
He's gonna be one of the dragon guys. So I don't know. I guess I'll see about tomorrow if I'm there, or if he's there, or whatever.
That's exciting.
Ooh, what?
I said that's exciting.
Yeah. I don't know, like because I have yeah, I don't know if I'll get the job or like yeah. It's funny, but yeah, they were like, it was so fun. Julie reached out to me, like the HR or like the back end. She's like, we're looking for actors. Do you know anybody that fits these roles? And I'm like, you know, I'm an actor, right? Like, I'm like, what about me? And then, whatever. I had a phone call with Ollie, and she was like, we didn't know if you fit, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, fair enough. If I don't fit the role, I don't expect to like bully myself in. And then, I'm like, whatever, I'll go do security. And then I found out what security was, and I don't really want to do it, but it doesn't seem like I'm going to be. But then as soon as I was like fucking around with Dragon, they're all of a sudden like, we want you to do this all the time. And it's just like, I'm like, what the? I'm like, fuck, man.
It you know what? It's one of those things like at Joey's tape. Watch the tape. You're like, what do you mean? Just watch the tape. I can do anything. It's like, I'm very versatile. And people are like, no. You're like, just watch the tape. Watch the tape.
You didn't watch the tape, and it was his fucking. See,
I missed that
episode. Yeah, I missed that episode. Like, I just watched. No, I just went through I binged the whole series, but like, you know, I was watching it at night, so I fell asleep, and then I tried to go back and shit, but like I missed that one clearly.
That's a great episode, but that's I like the idea that people would be like, oh, we didn't know if you were right for that. Yeah, just let me try. Let me try and do it.
Well, no, but but like it was like they were baby dragons. They didn't realize that I would fit one of them and like possibly be one of the few people that fit them. And like there is logical thoughts behind it all. So like I don't feel like and Ollie was even like, don't think we didn't consider, we think about you first, and then like no, like I get it. And then I got this guy a job. He's like a friend of it was like an acting coach. I took her class. She sponsored me into her class, and then and she's cool. She's cool. And then she knew somebody that fit the Asian actor, which but like China, but the dude fucking speaks 5 languages and he's talking to everybody in China and like, well, I guess Mandarin, and I'm just like, well, fuck. I'm like, shit. I'm like, once again, I've hired somebody more qualified than I, but like, no, he's cool. He's cool. He's not super. He's kind of like not as PC. Like,
Yeah.
he'll hang with us.
He's
like,
a normal person.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
all I really. Yeah.
That's fine.
Because we were talking about, he's like, is this the most woke event? And so he used it in a less nice term. And I'm just like, well, they have to deal with like museum people, so there's a lot, right?
Listen, museum people are
They're very stickler. We had to change. Okay, we have pandas, like 100, like all these pandas, like light up pandas. We had to change things like their face because one was like Mexican, and they thought it looked like it had a sombrero, and then so they said that the thing was racist. And then, so it had to be changed. And then there was another one that had a headdress, and I think it was like one of those Thai headdresses, but they thought it looked too much like the Native Indians, and they didn't want it to be like all this.
You don't even know why you're offended?
Yeah, exactly, man. Like, it's so shit. I'm like, they can't even afford to get it. You shouldn't even be afraid.
If you get... Bro, the idea that people are like, I can't even afford to be offended. You're like, what is happening right now?
No, but it's like so stupid that it's like, oh, like who the people are offended? Okay, go home. Like, who the fuck?
Then don't be here. That's simple.
Like, I've never understood him. Like Stephen Fry, it's like, you're offended, so fucking what? Like,
yeah.
Like,
why is that more of an issue?
Why does it matter? Like, I don't care what you like. Feel better then. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm offended by poor comedians, but
horribly offended.
I'm not allowed to beat them up.
Also a fact.
And Karen's not canceling those fuckers.
I mean,
but like, that's what's funny. It's like, all these, you can say the worst thing in the world, but like, if you're not funny about it, then I'm like, I'm offended then.
You can't even do it funny. Absolutely not.
No, but it's just like, like I just get pissed off at like shit comedians. And then like the worst part is I'm just like I know I'm funny, so when I'm on stage and it's not working out, like I get it. But like these people, I don't think they're funny off stage or on stage or like I'm like, who convinced you to do this? Like, why?
That's
it's like, did you jump off a hill and flail your wings and somebody said, you know what, you should be a pilot? Like, that's like,
also too, that is super, super fucking mean of us. But yeah, that's 100% accurate.
No, but like some of these people, and it's like, you're not, go away.
Yeah, if you aren't funny already, like, listen, I am a hilarious person to have around.
Yeah.
I'm trying to bridge that gap so I can do it on stage so that everything I say is always funny. It's not an easy thing.
But you also know that involves work.
100%.
And
a lot of work.
Don't seem to be putting anything in.
I mean,
and sometimes I'm just funny, and sometimes it's shit show.
Also
and
true.
Sometimes I'm just fucking sad. So
also true.
Yeah.
That is just life.
I've been doing better though, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I vape now and I'm just like high more than usual, or
I mean that does have a component, I believe. But
no, but I honestly, like, it was before this that shit started turning better.
Well, listen, man, that's the thing. Because I remember you were taking what, Lion's Mane for a while.
Yeah, I ran out, so it can't be it because it's been like I ran out a bit ago. I think it's the ashwagandha.
I've heard this. Yes, okay. I've heard it is beneficial, but I have not tried anything or actually read anything. I just heard it's a new buzzword. So
yeah, see, it's weird. Like, I've seen it around forever, but I've never tried it. But like recently, but it's like stress and shit. It's supposed to be better. And I'm taking this other thing that was like, I forget what it was. I don't even remember, but it was like one of those things that's like, it might not even be the right thing, but it's like, oh, if you have ADD and none of this stuff works, it might be because you're low in this, and nobody's ever said it or whatever. And it's like, well, fuck, I'll take that, and it can't hurt. Didn't seem to change anything for a while, but like, I don't know if it like just took, like, some things you take 3 bottles before it like starts. So,
like that's the hard part, I think, with like, there's also too, we just went through December and January, which fucking suck, right? Like,
yeah, but February isn't a shining beacon of Anyway, but my January has been fucking awesome.
Yeah. So
And like the New Year hit and something like I've had bad days still, but like
not as many.
Not crazy, not even the depths of what it used to be.
Well, that's fucking great.
Like I don't know, I figured something out.
Yeah, listen, hey, you know what? I think that's the hard part is number one, doing something about it, and then finding out what actually works, right? Like it's a whole thing.
Dude, I've been doing this for years. The craziest thing is not that. Okay, prior, I worried way too much, detrimentally worried, like fucking ruin my life worried.
Yeah.
Now, I feel I may not worry enough. But but I'm kind of like, fuck, whatever.
That's fair too.
I'm not worried about that I don't worry anymore.
Yeah.
But I was just like, to the point, I'm just like, I gotta do something. I had fun for my my weekend of crazy that started on a Thursday, and
that's fair.
Like I haven't had like that much fun in a really long time. Like a different kind of fun because like Hexwood was amazing, right? But
yeah. But it still worked.
But it was still work, but it was like that was way more rewarding in a different way. But
also true.
No, this was just fun. Like let's go, let's see what the night takes me. Like we fucking and it's just like, oh well, my car got impounded too. But like I just went with it, and it's just like, yeah, I probably could have moved the car and worried about it more and whatever. But like that's a turn off, and
that's a turn off. I mean, yeah. I guess, but yeah, that's fair.
No, it's funny because the next night I bought emo night tickets because I didn't know if they were going to call, right? So, and we were all supposed to go together, and then a few hours later they're like, we're not going, but they were like the one was pretty hungover and sick. Like she had a dry January, and she really did February immediately. Where like she came here and started drinking and didn't stop. Like she started drinking that day too, so we didn't make it to emo night. And I'm like, fine. But then the one chick was like, "Oh, you bought tickets?" So I'm like, "Yeah," but I'm like, I spent $500 for a parking spot yesterday, so I'm not worried about the $13 ticket.
That's fair. Yeah.
And she was like, "That's valid."
Yeah. But, that's a fair argument.
Yeah, and so it's all been like,
hey man.
It's all very real or surreal. Surreal. That's the word.
Yeah.
When does Hell's Kitchen come on?
How the hell would I know?
I don't know. You're the one who watches shit.
I don't know. I'm not a Hell's Kitchen. I have a very, very limited amount of things that like I watch things that I like, and then like Hell's Kitchen, I'm like, I don't. It's just Gordon Ramsay being mean, which I like being mean. Don't get me wrong.
It's more of a in-person kind of thing.
Yeah, that's my personal flavor that I add to things. Kyle.
No,
but just like being mean and
Well, I went to culinary school for a reason, right? And then it's cool watching, and now it's even better now that I had his fucking beef Wellington, and I understand what he's fighting for. Holy shit!
Oh yeah.
That's and then I'm seeing the prices. I'm like, yeah, it better be fucking perfect
every time, dude.
They brought my dad's wife a salmon, and it was like, so like a salmon steak, and it was like under, and then she got they didn't cook it. Like they went and got a new one. Like
wow.
They didn't, yeah. Like a $40 piece of salmon. Like fuck. Sorry. And they're like, nope, throw it out. And then they got this was like, wow. Yeah, so yeah, and then he stood there until she cut into it to make sure that it fucking was right. And then
I'm just gonna try and find number 2 here. No, but that's the thing is like if it's not consistently perfect, it doesn't make a difference, right? Like you're like, no, that's what you are paying for, is that every single time it's perfect, right?
Yeah. You gotta watch The Bear, dude.
I really do, and it is on my list.
You're like, you don't watch anything, but I just don't watch the same shit.
Also fair.
And it's funny because I spent so much of my like younger years just watching fucking everything. But now I feel like I've grown a little beyond it finally. And realized that it's like more of a conduit to like me getting in my head than like it doesn't yeah. I used to think you being in your head was like a good thing, and like as a kid, like it showed intelligence, and I guess it does, but the intelligence never helped you in a mental health capacity. Most people that are like fucked up or do drugs are like because they're high IQ and need to like slow down for the idiots. Or
you said that on me. I didn't
slow
say
down for their own safety. Like
also true.
You've heard my brain go fast.
I have heard your brain goes fast, and it is
fucking nightmare.
Well, there's a lot.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
You can't handle it. Think of how fast it's going that my mouth can't appreciate, dude. Like it's in there, man. Like have you seen that Chester Bennington, where he's like, I wouldn't wish my mind on the worst enemies? Like that's he's like the worst in there is the worst thing.
Oh, 100%. Well, that's the thing is when you started going fast, I was like, oh, so it's not just me. This is a real thing. And you're like, yep. And I'm like, okay, cool. It's the funny thing is that you and I have so many shared experiences for also not being we didn't grow up together. We did grow up in a similar area, the same city. Well, even the same, not quite neighborhood, but close by.
Where were you again?
I was in Heart Lake.
Yeah, I was in 410 and Williams Parkway.
Yeah, so I was up at like Beauvert and Highway 10.
Okay, that's yeah.
Actually, like, Sandalwood and Highway 10 is more between that. That was where I lived.
Yeah, that's a little further. But
we had the Walmart. It was very exciting.
Oh, we had. Oh, yeah. Well, we had the mall.
Yeah, the mall.
The real mall, Bramley City Center.
Yeah.
Not this Brampton Mall or whatever the fuck. I forget what it's called.
Shoppers World, baby.
Yes, the one that every story you hear about it is better than its current state. It's like it used to have a water slide and like a fucking petting zoo and shit. Like it had everything, and it's just like yeah. And then I was born, and it had drug deals. Like I don't know.
Yeah, that's more Woodbine. Woodbine was like Woodbine had like a whole thing, and then you're like, and now it's just a den for narcotics. You're like,
oh, dude, yeah, I went to Woodbine a few years ago. It's funny because I was just at the casino there today. But the Woodbine, yeah, the mall, fuck, dude. Like for every one store, there's like two on each side empty, and then yeah, the carnival is like it's still there. It's like okay, I think, but but it's just like a dead mall. And like it was funny. I watched there's a show called In the Dark about a blind chick.
Ooh.
You should watch it. It's fucking bomb. It was filmed here. I could have had an extra role on it, but I had to turn it down because of work, and I didn't know what the show was then.
Damn.
And then later I fucking love the thing. And it's funny because there's a bar called the Lensmore, and it's a legit bar at the same name in Toronto, and they like that was their watering hole in the show. And they go to Woodbine Center one time, like the Woodbine Mall, and then they went to Starsky's one time too.
Bro, Starsky's is
yeah, it's like it's the rich people place. Yeah.
I don't know about the rich people place, but
it's expensive because you can get anything there. Like you can get like fucking like buffalo milk, like fucking everything. I'm not even kidding. That's one of the things I remember. Yeah, you can get everything. They have a deli counter, fucking a meat counter that's like fucking a mile long. Like shit, man.
It's like, hey, you know what though? But you make it sound like you can walk up there and be like, I want unicorn. They're like, here you go. It's not
pretty close.
I mean,
like,
but
they were out of unicorn, but there was a spot for it.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
It was out of season.
There's game warden type stuff.
Yeah, I even told my dad, I'm like, yeah, so the next day I did LSD. And I'm like, Made me feel like, it was kind of fun, but it kind of mostly just made me feel sick.
Yeah, well, I've never tried that. How? And you said it was a little weird, right?
Well, it pales in. You saw I was like, I kind of got high.
Yeah.
You hear about LSD and all you think is like melting walls and shit. And like, I didn't get like nothing compared to like mushrooms. And I did one hit, but like if you do more, it's like I don't know if it's like I'm sure it's somewhat stronger, but it sure is it lasts longer. So you got to be careful because it's just like you'll be high for days, and like.
Actually, that reminds me, I have a sandwich I'm supposed to be eating. No, we got it earlier, and then like everything went to shit, and then I was like, "Oh man, my sandwich."
That's funny.
Conveniently,
I accidentally saw one of the stories, but
ooh,
but it was like it was like nothing. But I just didn't want. But then I stopped before seeing another one, if there was. So I feel like that's saving face a bit, and like it happens because it's like if they go through all your stuff, they're probably looking at it. If they go through one and then they disappear, it was like it was the next one on something they were actually looking at. So.
Yeah. If it's all of them, it was probably me because that's what I do. I'm like, oh, my friend posted stuff. I'm gonna go through all their stuff and say, hey.
I remember when we weren't really like we had met, but that's it. And you were on my Instagram, and you would pop up, you would share everything in the world, and it would be like 30 littlest fucking little hashes, and I'm just like, there's no way I'm looking through all this shit, and I'm like, this is detrimental, Dino. You shouldn't be doing this many because nobody's gonna look at this fucking many. And now you just personally send them straight to me, which is good. But sometimes I'm just like, dude, I can't even get through all these. There's like 8, 9 or shit because I don't like. That's when we haven't talked to like 12 hours or some shit like, or like like a whole day, where because you do sleep sometimes, but like
sometimes,
yeah. But I'm like and it's not even the day. It just has to be the right day where Dino's like got nothing. And Kyle happens to be really busy that day, so then it's just like everything mounts up. It's just like because it happens both the other way too. So,
oh man, this place. I haven't eaten all day because I did the mushrooms, and that was insane. But
yeah, how was that? Good. I did send you a message, and then your next thing was I fainted. So
yeah. So no, it's going really well. And then it was a little bit because usually I like doing them early, right?
Well, yeah, that's just more of a like preserving the day kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done them at night, and now I won't because I won't sleep.
Oh yeah.
But the first time I tried it, like I only did like I couldn't even tell you how much I did. I did enough to get like things happen. But it was like 3 hours, 4 hours, like a like a traditional person. And I just ate a few raw dog that shit, and
I mean sometimes you have to.
And I watched Ted Lasso, which was like then it started becoming 2-dimensional. And Ted Lasso is like it's kind of a fucked up show too that I tried to explain to you. That it's like it doesn't happen all the time, but the one time like the whole soccer team breaks into a sing and dance number. And it's just like, well, the first time I did mushrooms, I was on an episode where some shit like that was happening and things were a little 2D and all this shit. And I'm just like, this is weird. I don't know. This is weird normal. So I'm like, I don't know. And that's why I was talking about that other show. I was just like, when you I get fucked up and I watch the fucked up things. And I'm just like, this is even it's already too much. Like, what is going on? You start questioning if you're making it more fucked up or if it actually is.
That's what? There's nothing worse too than like going through something, and then the one time you're like, "Oh, this is really good," and people are like, "What?" And you're like, "It gets better. Just be patient, you bastards." Yeah. No.
You should watch. Fuck yeah.
I've been watching. Well, that thing is because I don't have the one thing I don't have is Apple TV.
Yeah. Can't you get it free still? No. All right.
Oh.
I thought it was on. No, it was on Disney Plus, dude.
Really?
It's on there. Like I had Disney Plus for like 3 months because it was like $6 for the 3 months, and it was there.
Damn. It is. I'll binge it.
Yeah, it's not that. It's like 20 episodes, I think.
It's a great. I like it. There's also
You haven't even watched it.
no, but all the clips that I've seen, and I'm like, this is great. Like, because his whole thing is that it's like, it's not about it's about I coach people to become a better person, to be their best, and you're like, oh, that's
Well, that's kind of what it is. It's
Yeah.
but it's through food, and yeah. Well, it's not even through food. It's like it's through restaurant and whatever. It's food and food adjacent at the same time.
Hold on. The Bear is on Disney. Ted Lasso is not on Disney.
Okay, no, Ted Lasso's Apple. The Bear is on Disney though.
Yes. Okay.
But
now,
that's the one I keep telling you to watch.
yes, it is on my list.
I feel like it'll hit you better than like Ted Lasso is good, but I feel like The Bear is more. It'll have a different effect. So like, there's one episode I've watched like 4 or 5 times.
Is that the one you told me about, the Vicodin?
No, no, that's funny though. It's about like this guy. He's like it's like his human transformation.
No. But the episode that you've seen a lot of times.
Yeah, the one I've seen a lot of times is about one of the characters. Like,
oh, just his one.
It's like, you know how like you'll watch a show and then all of a sudden this character has his own episode type thing. Like a big personal growth episode, and that's what. And it's so good. It like hits home, and like it's so, and it's so good. It's about becoming. It's like becoming the man you want to be, and like it's like a learning.
Yeah,
it's submitting your bullshit and moving forward. Like you gotta watch it. Like I want you to pick out the episode when and be like, yeah, after you're done it, and just be like, yeah, I get it.
That's right. Honestly, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'll do it this weekend. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm retarded that way. Is I'll just sit down for 3 days and binge watch 20 episodes and just
Yeah, it won't take you that long. It's not crazy. I don't think it's 20 hours. Like I think it's. I wonder what is the runtime. Hold on. Chat with Gemini. Oh, that's a thing. Anyways, okay, well, that's not helpful. There. Complete. Well, they're like roughly 30-minute episodes. It's like a 30 to. It's funny. It's like episodes range from 20 to 66 minutes. But I think it's like on the lower end because there's one episode. It's funny. There's one episode I fucking hate. And it has Jamie Lee Curtis in it and shit. It's like a memory, or a reminiscence. And I'm just like, John Mulaney's in it and shit. But it's just like I hated the episode, and it was like super long. So it was like I actually turned it off and turned it like I don't even know how I got through it because I love the show and never like I'll watch 3 episodes and that one I can't get through it. You know what I mean? Because it's like it doesn't fit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but I don't know. Maybe other people like it, but
if it's only
what
I thought it was a longer. It's only like half-hour episodes.
Yeah, like, but like, it's not like a sitcom though. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like because they're not interrupted, but it depends. Like, yeah, it holds up. Like, it's a solid.
Yeah.
Because but the one I didn't like was like an hour and 10 minutes, and then you'll like it though. It's and I love this. Like the second season is even better than the first.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, like so good. Like I've talked to Dan about that. Like he's watched because he has watched the same episode as me multiple times.
Mhm.
And he was talking about how and he also is like, yeah, he's like the first season is great and the second season amazing. Like so even better. Like
Which is like
a
honestly,
yeah.
that's I think that's a show that has legs. Where like the second season, they go and you're like, oh.
Yeah. And because it's weird because it's also like the show changed.
Oh, yeah?
Like kind of the direction in a sense from like I don't want to give too much away, but it like you know in a sense that like it diverted enough that I think it could have like destroyed. Just like so many shows will like divert a lot, and you're like, this isn't even the same show; it's garbage. So like it could have gone that way, and it was even better. And it was just like that is so rare because I love a lot of first seasons of shows that I'll keep watching, and then it just there's too much happens by the end.
Well, that's the hard part is when they have a good first season and you're like, man, that's gonna be wild, and then you're like, oh, we canceled it. You're like, why would you do that?
Yeah, but it's like, what's it called? I like to I love the falling in love with the character.
Oh, yeah.
The beginning of so like meeting them it's funny because there's so many shows and stuff that like I love the origins, but then like I don't know, and then now like I can barely watch any of the Marvel like first movies because I'm just sick of these origin stories like over and over. Like I just don't fucking care. I'm like, fucking do something, God. Hours and hours. And it's funny because like I've watched all the Marvel movies, and just like they said, like I can't even tell you which is which. Like they just blend. Like, but like it's funny when we were making fun of Hawkeye. But like I like the show. I loved. Like I loved the show, but it wasn't because of him. Well, not just, but I like the chick.
Yeah.
Whatever, I forget what her name is, but I used to follow her, and now I don't.
She was in Bumblebee.
Oh, I never watched it.
Oh, it's a good movie.
No, I like the Transformers, man. Fuck,
bro.
Like you can, it's like,
I'll punch Michael Bay in the face if I ever meet him.
Okay, good. No, but it's like people are like, oh, it's a love story. I'm like, there has to be some kind of story, and I don't care about that. I'm pissed off that like when they're transforming, which is the coolest part, it's just like metal and smoke. Like it just looks like a pile of shit coming. Like I'm like, you didn't get nothing. All the cool stuff is gone. Like what? Like I don't want to see an explosion of metal that I can't see shit out through anyways. And then
that fucking sucks. You're like, bro, that's the best part. Just so people understand. Hold on. Let me move this a little bit out of the way.
But it was one of the things that, like, it was like we all went to the Transformers movies, and it was like so nostalgic.
This is a Lego Optimus Prime that I built. Okay, so and it transforms. It's covered in dust because I don't transform it. I just leave it there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I have one in the box. Like it's one of my price.
Yeah, I guess you get to rebuild it. Yeah. Don't worry, he fainted. He'll be okay. That's sad. Cut live. Tragedies. See, that's kind of like the Michael Bay film.
Pretty much.
But it was like a thing that we all my buddies went to. Like I had a solid movie crowd for a while. Well, it was like one dude, and then we all like submitted to his shit because whatever, we went to movies, right? And then he still buys like Criterion Collection fucking DVD, Blu-ray, everything, and it's just like, dude, I'm like, your prized possessions are like practically worthless, and just cost you a lifetime worth of money. But
also true.
I guess it brings him joy. He doesn't have much else at this point. But is that your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. No, because I like keep hearing stuff, and my phone is like charging, so it's like far away. I want to check it, but I also can't move with the camera. Anyways.
No, I'm just trying to piece this fucking thing back together because it fell apart.
I find it funny that you are now building Lego out of desperation as opposed to joy.
Basically, yeah.
It's but no, what I was trying to say is that when we would go to, it was like we went to we go to the Transformer movie, and it's just like, but then you look back and it's just like, yeah, it's cool because it's Transformer, blah blah blah. But I'm like, if you sit down and think about it, did I really enjoy the movie? It's like I loved the start, like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's at first, but now I'm just like, oh, they're kind of terrible. Andrew Garfield was better, and
hands down, he was a million times better. And you know what? The best part was that in the new ones, you're like, oh, don't even talk about any of those. Just go right into the story. We all know who Spider-Man is. Just fuck off.
Yes. No, thank you. They didn't do a fucking origin story for him. Thank God. They already did it twice. Like, fuck. No, I loved that. That I loved. Also, yeah, it's fun. Like, I had people being like, I actually had fought with people that said the original Spider-Man was better than Garfield.
What?
And I'm just, and then he's like, and then of course, like any idiot, he's like, he's American. He was like, oh well, like Rotten Tomatoes or IMDb has them scored better. That's like, oh great, popular opinion. Like, who the fuck gives a shit?
Also true. Who listens to fucking Rotten Tomatoes?
I know, but like, I'm like, look who your president is. Anyways, this was actually a long time ago, so his president was probably Obama, but at the time.
Which makes it worse, let's be honest.
Does it? I don't know.
That's my opinion. No.
All right, I thought he was okay. I would prefer him over Trump.
Okay, but that's anybody. Anybody is better than, like, I love how people are like, you're like, that's, yeah, no shit. Trump's, the fact that he got elected is a testament to how bad things are.
Okay, I would also prefer Obama over either Bush, and you know,
actually, old Bush apparently was good people.
No, he's the
no. So I'll tell you, there's something you can actually.
Anyways, but
no.
He was only president for one term. He was shit. No, I don't know.
Yeah.
He was old.
No,
that was a lot before me.
He was, but so it's
I have this thing.
There's a letter. So every president will write a letter to the next president. And that's actually documented in, I think you can Google it. It's the, what is it? It's like the to the next president kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what's going to happen, right? Like it's.
I believe you. Like, and I'm pretty sure I've heard of that because I watched The West Wing. And
so his actual letter, because the thing is, remember, like party lines and all that stuff are not the issue. It's more so the other stuff, right? So it's about being commander in chief, not who your party is, right? Whereas he actually did, like, his speech, his letter is like super good. But then apparently Bill Clinton's letter sucked. And I think W's did too, but W can barely read. So just so everyone knows, he's back. Everything fit back. Kudos to Lego being top tier, and my putting togetherness is also top tier. So let me put this back where it's supposed to go.
Are people watching?
I think Victoria is. It is live, so.
Well, I understand that, but so is like PBS.
Also true. I will give you that, sir. No, but I'm gonna just keep on building. But in the meantime, it's just so you guys can see, is it's coming along quite nicely.
It's a beautiful boat.
It is. Well, no, this is not a boat.
I know it's the dragon, but it looks nothing like the dragon yet.
No, that's also correct. Yeah, it kind of does look like a boat. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to like announce that I'm going to emo night on my, because you already know why. So
yeah, that's fair.
Without getting specific, and then I'm seeing all these pictures of Hexwood and Sasha.
Ugh.
I wish I was normal and just hated my ex, but you know.
I think you're not alone in that feeling there, sir. I think a lot of people do I want a Greek salad? No, I'm okay. I'm okay, baby. Sorry, my wife is sending me a message.
So I'm not your baby anymore.
Listen, I would never refer to you as my baby.
No, that's
Kyle.
probably for the best.
That's probably for the best. I think that would
But you're
only
still
make things
bad,
worse.
right? You're still
That would only make things a lot worse, I think, in the grand
Probably.
scheme of things for us.
Okay, wait. All right. Ema Night was a long time ago. All right. Oh, I can post that video of me on New Year's. Anyways.
Why not?
But shit, where is it now? Now I want to. Oh, I'm such a bad person.
Eh.
God, she was hot. Anyways.
Oh, Kyle.
Yeah, I know. Fuck, man.
Let's see here.
All right, what is that? That's... Oh, here we go.
What time? What time are you bouncing for emo night?
Well, like it opens at like 10:30, so like I'm not gonna be there at 10:30 because nobody's fucking there at 10:30.
Obviously, come on. I used to be cool, Kyle. You know, you don't have to explain that to me.
Okay, what time did you show up at Cody's party?
That was different. He asked me to come to. You know what? Fuck you, man. He asked me to come help set up. That is not a fair. Man, I'm old. Leave me alone.
So funny. Shit. I just went through it, but in like the wrong post format, so now I have to do it all again.
Good. That's what you get for making fun of Dino. You.
I already did it like 3 times, and then I had to go through the chick again. Yeah, it's detrimental.
That will happen.
See, where's the one where I was like, anyways, there was a much better video. Fuck, I have to do it again. Fucking phones. Videos. Maybe this will help. I don't know how to do things.
I think that's the hard part is just keeping up with everything, right?
Oh, there's one where I'm like, do I want to? Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be another video though.
To be clear, I have no idea what video you're talking about. So,
I remember New Year's Eve, I was like, let's say, suggestively dancing with somebody.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but like I had that on video, which was. But I guess scrolling through my phone is about the same as like building like.
I mean, yeah, just about. It's
I have video from my like Christmas Eve where like my aunt and my dad are just arguing.
I remember that
over money that like they both have.
I mean,
more than enough of, but
that's what old people do.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. They complain about shit that you're like, yeah, you have it a lot better than most people. Shut up. And they're like, bullshit.
Yeah, not even like significantly better.
Yeah, that's just how that happened.
Most of my phone is just TikToks.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the making of Hexwood video. Oh, fuck me. Right. Oh, Shed Life shit.
How is that? You haven't done anything for that in a while, right?
No, I've abandoned it.
Okay.
No, but like Ryan's, he's like, it's kind of like in my court at this point.
Oh.
And well, because like Ryan's asked multiple times, but like I'm kind of busy, and then when I'm not busy, I'm like,
is that your thing? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just like, I guess I'm not feeling it right now.
I can understand. Well, who wants to talk about a shed in the middle of winter? That doesn't make any sense.
But like there was like winter stuff we could do, but at the same time, it was like
Yeah.
still silly because it like well, like it's barely wintered. It's just cold. Like they like you needed the snow as like an effect. And wow, what the fuck is that? Anyways,
That is one thing that's messed up. Like this has been a very mild winter, right? Like we don't have any snow on the ground. Like it's barely any, right?
yeah, for barely like okay. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, we have snow removal contracts, and like, I think like there's nothing. We haven't fucking moved snow. Like one, like I've shoveled once, like twice,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know, and that was like the same snow. Like it wasn't even. God, so much shit in this phone. Oh fuck, that's funny. You know Lisa, right? Lisa, yeah. She,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I handed her my phone to take a photo of me, and of course she took a photo of her first.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah, but you know, take a photo of Lisa.
That seems standard.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, here we go. Found some Emonite shit.
Oh, that's always good.
Well, yeah, I was gonna post like pictures of me at Emonite. Oh, but it's the one with them. Anyways,
I don't think that is what you were looking for.
no, those aren't the Emonite photos. I'm gonna post because yeah, it's not supposed to be commemorative to them.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be something different. But like I understood, I came to a newer realization of what you about. Okay, fine. About what you said with me living a highlight life. All right, highlight real life. All right, okay. First off, so in an old family album, photo album, this is a photo I found, and I love it so much.
All right.
Okay, wait.
Hold on. Let me just go like this.
Okay.
And then sorry, hold on. Let me make you bigger.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh. It was better before.
Sorry.
Fuck.
It's too glared.
Well, it was fine, and then you fucked around too much. Hold on.
Oh yeah, blame me. There you go. Okay, cool. Hold on.
Shit. Wait, can I post this thing? Nah, it's gonna take me
Send
so
it
long.
to me, and then you can if you send it to me, I can just share it. It's not a big deal.
Why is it?
Oh yeah, it's a horse.
Yeah, but look what it says.
I can't see. I can't.
Oh,
X?
what?
No, now it's gone.
Yeah, hold on. Fuck me. Hold on.
Just send me the picture, you prick. This is hilarious. This is like two old people talking. It's great.
Yeah. I know, but I haven't like opened in Instagram, so I don't know if I'll ever get.
Oh, horse.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like
That's a great picture.
Like it's just like it's a horse that says horse. Like it's from like Australia too, so like apparently they label their horses. Like I don't know. Like, do you not have more questions with that picture? Like it's just. Oh, Serge is here. So
Hey, Serge, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, I'm building a dragon. Just FYI, Serge.
I also have like this photo of this. Okay, so it's a blonde woman on a bed, and you see the headboard and whatever, and then like she's sitting there, and then behind her is like a giant like poster, and it looks like a woman in a bikini, but it looks as if it was her or something. Like it doesn't, like it's just awkward. It's so weird. So and we have photos of like fucking funerals, dead people and shit. It's just like. Because apparently in Eastern Europe, that's a thing. Because I asked Kelly Zemnikis, and she was like, yes, that's a thing. And I'm equally weirded out by it. And I have pictures of my dead grandma. So, you know.
Honestly, so I have a picture of my brother too. Yeah. Weird. It's 100% weird, but I get to.
But like back in the day, that was so normal that the books are like thousands of dollars now.
Yeah. There was a whole thing. I don't know, man. I feel like it's weird, but at the same time, you're kind of going, well, people
Like
do
it
weird
makes
shit.
sense.
I don't know.
This
Also,
first time
like-
they stood still.
That is not a good way of looking at it, but okay.
I have a whole like. I haven't even done it yet, but like I have like a one-man show cooking in my head that's like all about this photo album and just like how ridiculous it is and other perspectives on my family. And like, yeah, it's just like family photo up beside a coffin. Look, it's great grandma. Like it's like
I mean, you wouldn't be the first person to go, "Whew, okay."
and then and then just like my brother's like, that's Tofidus. I'm like, no, it's not Tofidus. I don't know who the fuck that is. I know. And he's like, no. So I just kept calling the dude Tofidus because that's the. But I'm like, oh look, there he is again. I think that dude was Henry, but like, because those are the only names we know. Anyways,
fair enough.
Yeah, and these people still like some of them are still exist and shit. So it's just like I was really young and they were fairly old at that time. So like probably older than my father. So they're like 80s, even 90s, but they're still kicking some of them. So like I think Tofidus is Egla's grandfather, but I'm not sure.
Bro, I'm still having a hard time that someone's name is Tofidus. Let's be honest.
Tofidus and Egla is my cousin, who I don't know if I've ever said her name, but
You have, and I also find it alarming.
But she's like so used to people saying it wrong that she kind of answers to whatever.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But it means Christmas tree.
Which is also like
weird.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds better in like the other. It would be weird just calling somebody a Christmas tree, but yeah.
Also fair.
But she's cool and been supportive.
I mean, that's important.
Yeah, she's yeah. No, she's cool. And I never did make that post. So here we go again.
I'm just changing my lighting, everyone, just because I'm trying to find a piece and I can't find it, and it's driving me crazy now.
Oh wait, what was that? All right. Oh yeah. I remember I was like sitting in my car in my 8-hour shifts alone doing security, and then I'm like, I'm gonna listen to a band I haven't heard in a while, and then one of the albums, like I listen to their one album all the time, but I like downloaded everything, so like I haven't even listened to someone. But one of their albums' name was "Perfecting Loneliness" at a very lonely time in my life, so I just thought that was funny. And,
I mean, that's a great title.
Yeah.
I am either blind. Oh, that's frustrating. No.
See,
What?
Shut up. I went to do you know why it's called Sneaky D's? Did I tell you or not?
No, I have no idea why it's called.
See, like our good friend, it's good that I like just blanked on her name.
Our good friend. Sure.
Yeah, hold on, I'll get back to you. I'll have to look it up a second. Oh, Nikki.
Oh, yeah.
Nikki Ash. Yeah, she told me like so. Its location is the original Honest Ed's. So Sneaky is the opposite of honest, and D's is Ed backwards. So instead of Honest Ed's, it's Sneaky D.
That's hilarious.
It is, and I would have never fucking known that.
No.
She is ripe with knowledge and improv comedy abilities.
She is. I think she's a nice person.
Well, that's it. I don't think they're a bad person just because they do improv, but
I don't know if I can make that agreement, but yeah.
Yeah, so funny.
the
All right, I'm making my post.
you make it do it, man. Do it.
But like people, if they're actually watching, are like, that just took you like 20 minutes. And I was like, yeah, that's I'm not that good at stuff. Not with the phone. Like my phone, it's cool, but it's like when you take photos, like you save photos from, they don't just go into the photos things. There's like downloads and all this stuff, and like I don't know where documents are. Like I can't find things later. Like it's and then I'll go into Instagram and try to post something, and like there's all these pictures there that I don't know where they are elsewhere. Like it's like like Instagram's my only option for these photos, and
it's very peculiar. I understand completely because I have the same issues, sir.
Yeah.
And you're like, none of this makes any sense, and be like, yeah, that's great.
What do you have? A Samsung something or other?
I have. I'll tell you right now. It's an S. One. About phone. It is S21 Ultra 5G.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that was quite the phone when you got it.
Yeah, no. It was.
Now I'm just saying, like, yeah. But it's just like I feel the same way, like because I have a Google 7 Pro, and
it's good
Google Pixel 7 Pro, which is great. But the 8 Pro just came out, so now it's just like old news, you know? Like,
yeah.
But like for a year, I was like the most cool, the top tier newest phone, whatever. But which is not me. Like it's so. Like this is the first phone I've bought. Like I kept like, you know what I mean? That's how, because it used to be free.
That's also a thing, yeah.
So I'm pissed off. I'm like, and then I realized I'm like, what the fuck? That's not an option anymore. And I looked everywhere. I'm like, it's not. And then so I'm like, called shenanigans on that shit. And then I bought a really expensive phone. But
and that's when you start to realize that you're like, oh, I'm buying a pocket computer, is what you're actually buying. It's not a phone.
But that being said, I'm an actor and I film shit and I send it, and like the phone is a fairly, like it's a tool I need for my job. So having one with a good camera is not a bad idea.
No.
All I hear is ice dropping in my kitchen.
Oh.
Like every 20 minutes or so.
For real?
Yeah, I eventually have to like go and like clean out the tray.
How is the thing working though? Is good?
No, it's beautiful. I try not to use it too much. I don't know. I assume it uses a lot of power. But I went to the dollar store and I bought a bunch of Tupperware because I broke one. Anyways, but like I bought it and I fill it like halfway with water and throw those in the freezer. So I get these ice bricks.
Nice.
But they take a while to make, and sometimes I'll take them out, so I have the brick, and it'll still be watery in the center, but like I can leave that out and refill the thing. But
nice.
Yeah, and then but like, and then sometimes like when I'm done the bath, sometimes there's still remnants, like a few bricks that are okay, so I put those in a Ziploc bag and throw them back in the freezer. It's not like I'm using them for drinking or anything like that. So I just throw them in the back of the bath. And then by the time, like the second use, they're gone anyways because they're small, right? But it's just like saving energy, is making more ice. But I have a lot. I now am making enough ice that like it's significant. It's significant. Like it's significantly cold now.
That's good.
There's been a few times where I like I started shivering and shit. And usually I'm like good, I'm okay. Yeah. But then, like, no, the last couple times it got to me. So I'm like, I don't know if it's too cold, but like, it's no, it's good. That's a big thing with me. I don't know if maybe that's part of it too, right? Like, I started doing that, my head started fixing it.
I mean, there is something to be said about that.
Like, I can't stop doing. And the one day I had really bad, I didn't do that, and I even told Sophia about that. And it's just like, and now like I'll show up like an hour and a half late for work and shit, and like. Because I had to take an ice bath. Like, it was just like, it doesn't take that long. It's just like, I get up late too, and I have to feed cats, all this shit. Right?
I mean,
also, I didn't want to work a full day, and then I worked 9 hours. Fuck.
That does seem a distinctly Kyle type thing.
I'm like, I was aiming for 6 hours, and I worked 11. as insane. Like I was even talking to my cat lady. She's like, "Oh, my daughter's been showing me what you've been doing online." Because like, I'm like, "Oh, that's crazy." Because it sucks. Like, she's kind of like a grandma to me.
Yeah.
I'll visit her and I'll go and sit there and chat for an hour, watch Jeopardy once, whatever, and then but like she finds my life interesting. Like 2 dozen. Like it's fucked up, dude. And until I like make it boring. But like shit, yeah, I've never had her daughter show her stuff, and I didn't know her daughter was seeing my stuff. Like fuck, because her daughter's had words with me before. She was pissed off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like that was different. But I haven't seen Pat like my since I got like she took care of my cats while I was in Vegas, and I still haven't seen her since then.
Oh.
Yeah, like, and that was a while ago now. Like that's been weeks. I usually see her like once a week at least, and then. So yeah, it's been, and I'm like, I think part of it is like I want to give her money for that, and then I don't really have any right now. So like part of it, but and also I've been trying to like, the cats have just been like, live, like fucking deal with it. Like I'm like, you can't get fed all the time, all whenever you want. So like, you know, you've had a good fucking run of 10 years of having babied every fucking thing, 3 meals a day. Like I don't eat 3 times a day. Like fuck. So people being around you 24/7. So yeah, like they're just like, you know, you can go 12 hours. You're okay. You'll eat food. Fuck.
I find it, you know what though, but your cats also have a very distinct look of judgment, and they do the
holy fuck, do they judge you
super hard, and I'm like, I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot.
See, Willow is a little like grumpy cat. Like she has the face, but she's like super loving. But she's also like super different. Like the boy attacks her all the time. So she's like the most. So if you're doing something she doesn't like, she's the only one that will bite the shit out of you, like with no hesitation. Like she'll growl.
Yeah.
Like Fur Pants will bite you eventually if you hurt him enough. And I'm talking about like, you know, you're shaving mats, you're combing shit, you're like trying to get shit like shit over his fur and then like and cutting nails and stuff. Like, you know, it's unpleasant for them and they attack. So like he'll bite you, but she'll like, I don't know, like she'll bite you 6 times before you realize that. Like,
oh yeah.
And but like, no, she's cool. I fucking love that cat. But
I think it's important that you love the cat.
Yeah, well, she's right here, and then he's right here. But yeah, I'm surrounded by pussy. It's not as thrilling as it sounds, but yeah, no, it's just like I was saying, because like that weekend, that was like the highlight real life thing. I'm just like, yeah, I just wanted to like continue that forever.
Sure.
Seems unfeasible, but like I don't know. Does that mean I just want the highlight life or highlight real life? Like I don't just live there, and I do just find it boring other times. So, but like I do a lot of like not just boring but painful because I work like a lot on myself. So yeah, like I work through shit. I try to better myself, unlike most of the population. So at least I hope, because they ain't getting better.
I mean, well,
I hope that they're not trying because it doesn't show.
I mean, that is a thing. Let's be honest. That's so sure it looks like a good. So far, it's pretty good. He lost a part. Yeah, I did lose I'm.
You lost a piece?
I'm not. No, I didn't lose a piece, but it's not the right color and it's bothering me. But at the same time, I'm just trying to be. I'm trying to be a normal person and make it okay. That's what I'm trying to do.
No, that would piss me off.
There's a lot.
I will remember that till the day of my grave. Like,
yeah,
I get gypped out of the property.
100%. You know what though? Lego is pretty good. Like you can just email them and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, cool. Sorry about that." You know, and they'll fix it. But...
You know how you get extra pieces? Which unfortunately probably isn't like isn't the piece you need.
Yeah. But
But like I saw a thing and it said that like it's not necessarily on purpose, but to like correct it would cost way more than like actually just like the loss of the pieces.
Yeah.
And it's just like, all right, well, and you get, and like, I mean, the customers aren't complaining, like whatever, you know what I mean?
Like it's yeah.
It's not a big deal. It's happened forever. So like,
Yeah. There's always extra pieces, and it's like, yeah, well,
dude, I have a Lego store in Sherway, and I like go in there, but like look, because it's like the Millennium Falcon, like it's like they have all, like you can buy individual pieces, but like they're the sets they have there are just the off the hook sets, like fucking like 4 figures and shit.
Yeah.
I have a few of those kind of sets, and they're alarming. So just so everyone can see where we are right now is same.
Huh.
So it's the discolored one there, but it's like fine. It just looks like that. So it's looking more. I have no idea what it is.
But like, okay, the Millennium Falcon and shit. Like
Oh, the Millennium
as
Falcon.
a kid, as a kid, I don't recall ever not completing Lego in a day. And I feel like that would not be like, that's like you have to sit multiple times for that.
Bro, let's be honest. I'm on bag 3 of like 9, and I'm not gonna finish this tonight. I'm gonna probably stop in a little bit.
How many pieces are there?
1,200.
Yeah, that's pretty sizable.
It's pretty sizable, right?
But like I was a reasonably spoiled kid and got like I had some decent Lego sets as a kid. But like I don't ever remember having to take, I don't think anyone was 1,200, but I don't think, like I would get the odd large one, but like I would get definitely some mid-size, you know, like they weren't giving them away. I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
and yeah. So, but like, it's funny because I feel like I'm like, oh, I might have made those in 20 minutes. It was probably a few, like I would do one, it would take hours, but I would just be like so into it, you know?
See you later, Serge. Yeah. So this is the, you know what I had was, we got this when I was, let me go back. I must have been like 4 or 5 years old. And it was Space Edition, and what it looked like.
You know, it's
like,
that brings me back. I'm like, that was like the first new Lego. Like,
yeah. So this one was like a big thing, and it had like glass hoods that would open up, and you could put the Lego guys in there.
Yeah.
And it had these arms that were like bendy. I forget which one it is, but it's a Space Explorer or something. It's like mid 80s, okay? But it was like this big. My brother, and back then you didn't just get like Lego pieces, you had to break them off of a big piece of plastic. Like that's how they said. Yeah.
Like a model car.
Yeah, like a model car. Like you had to break them all off.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Wow, dropping some knowledge bombs there. That's how. It's so funny.
Or at least.
Whatever. But like that's like I had some of that stuff, but that was like my brother's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like so I like inherited, and that was when Lego was just like, hey, we might try something different. Like that was like the new stuff, you know what I mean? Like that was they're like space. Now they have everything. But like you're gonna be jealous. Well, I don't know. You grew up. We're not that. We're like just enough apart that it's like you experienced that and I didn't, and then you might have been too old for the next one. But no, I grew up strong, deep in the medieval times. Fucking Lego.
I missed it. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, see, I had that shit for days. Like I had chariots, I had kings, I had fucking castles, dragons, which apparently I now have dragons. I was I was a rich kid in that, man.
Bro, that's even now they have one, and I'm like, so interestingly enough, back then, you know what I did have was Playmobil. That's what I would get, where the larger figures.
I
that's
hated those.
The worst.
Okay, I thought you were bragging.
No. And I was like, man, these
that's like
suck.
What's that's like somebody buying a duplex or whatever. Or like,
yeah, Duplo. Yeah. You're just like, this is a horrible gift, right?
what? Okay, what is the knockoff Lego? Like the other one? Is it just
Mega Blocks.
Mega Blocks? Yeah, like I'm like, no thanks.
Oh, absolutely not.
I
Yeah.
never had Mega Blocks, and I'm proud of that. That's how pretentious I am. Like this is where I draw the line. It's like
Oh, no,
Coke
that's
versus Pepsi, and like Lego over fucking Mega Blocks, and you know,
absolutely.
Transformers over one of the other fucking
GoBots.
GoBots.
Yeah, no, GoBots sucked.
You don't
Okay.
want a kid with a GoBot.
Yeah, if you had GoBots,
I'm sorry for your childhood, bro. Your childhood sucks.
yeah.
That's
yeah,
So-
100%. That's
Okay.
it's hilarious because both of us were like, oh, we grew up with European parents, and European parents are like, you get a toy. If you break that toy, you get no toys. That's but then at the same time, they would still be like, here, buy, just fine, just have these things, and you're just like, yeah, and then
No, mine wasn't like that. But,
mine was more so
like my mom, my mom, like I was a favorite, so my mom spoiled the shit out of me. It was like, you wonder why I don't talk to my siblings no more. Like, fuck, it wasn't my fault.
it was your mom's fault.
Well,
No, but that's like I was the youngest of 5, so I too got spoiled.
yeah, youngest of 3, so
Like, yeah, being the youngest is the best. It's just
so yeah, like there's so it's just whatever. But like my brother played with my Lego too and shit, whatever. But like it's like I think maybe you guys are the same age.
maybe I'm 1980.
I think he's 78.
Oh, then that would
You
be
and my sister might be the same age. I think she's 80.
because I have a brother who's 78. Well, the one who just died, he was 78.
Yeah, so you had a brother.
I had a brother.
No,
It's okay. He wasn't a good brother anyway. That's
I know that's I knew that, and that's why I said that. But
fine.
people probably think, "What the fuck?" Because I was thinking, you know what? I channeled the ginger dude with Bobby, with Bad Friends.
Oh, Andrew Santino.
I don't know what I know Bobby, and maybe that's it. Yeah, but like no, because Bobby was reading a letter. It's like how he's like, oh, it's from a fan, and she's like, my mom died recently, and she's your biggest fan, and he's like, was. Like what a horrible person. So,
100%. But you're just kind of not wrong.
so that's what I channeled, and just came off like a dick. But if I didn't know that you had if you loved your
No.
if your brother was a better influence, then I wouldn't have said that. But yes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's yeah, I understand that. I understand it. That's the funny thing is, like, even I tried to explain that to my other siblings. So I'm like, hey, listen, you guys lost your brother, and he was very nice. Yeah, he was my tormentor.
Yeah.
So we're not going through the same experience. And they were just like, what? I'm like, yeah, you guys didn't realize what was happening in life. So that's okay. Cool. You guys have fun with that, but get fucked.
Yeah, so it's just yeah. Like I'm like, oh, you mean the person that although I am blood related to was just horrible piece of shit to me the whole time? Like I even talked to literally my dad were kind of talking about this today.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you're the people on your relatives on your mom's side seem all sick and shit. And like he wasn't wrong. Like they have ailments, not like mental. That's few of them, yes, but and I just told him, I'm like, yeah, I don't talk to that side of the family at all anymore, at all. And the only one, I'm on good terms with my grandfather. Beyond that, it's I don't even care. But it's just he's the only one I kind of miss. And yeah. But go on.
I'm thinking though, is do you think that the idea of you have to put family first is people are like, hey man, you say that because you're a piece of shit and you want these people to be dedicated to you even though they have no reason to be, right?
Well, that's a solid theory. Also, it's a different, yeah. There's perspective, and like
I don't know. Like it's what
it's like I didn't want a family because I didn't want my family, but now I'm just like the thought of having a good one, maybe. But like I just not really. I don't know if I have a kid in me, but I have a wife in me. Yeah. Well, I have a bunch of kids in me, but and they're dying to come out. But yeah, like I don't know, like I do like the idea of shaping and molding a human, but then there's like because I feel like I would do better than some, and
definitely
like now.
Well, that's see, I always try and go through that where I'm just going like, listen, there's I'm not gonna be as good of a father as or as bad of a father as I would have 20 years ago, sure.
Yeah.
But am I gonna have the same energy? Actually, I'll have more because I used to be very fat. So
I'm like, you're in your fucking best shape of your life.
I'm in the best shape of my life. So I'm like, I'm kind of yeah, let's do this. That's fine.
Well, I still don't know why I haven't slept in weeks, but so I would have liked to have that figured out. But yeah. I don't know. Other than that, I don't know.
No, it's
See,
one of those
things.
What
I was thinking about. I see this, and all I see is dating because it seems like all the women want you to already have all the shit. But I saw this post, and I just like it. Period. And it's like I helped a man climb a mountain, and found that I had reached the top. Because
what?
I helped a man climb a mountain, and I found that I too had reached the top.
Okay.
Well, it's like, yeah, and it's like maybe the dude doesn't have it, but if you jump in there and everybody, you love him proper, then you think that man won't aspire to better things.
But that's the thing is, a good wife can make a man great, but being great is not limited to having a good wife, right?
Yeah.
So, and to be clear, some people who are great have zero purpose for significant others. That's just they're on a different journey.
Yeah.
Right. I hey man.
No, but it's like I am like I don't like like I find it motivating to do something for others more than just myself.
I find doing stuff for myself the least motivating.
Yeah.
Whereas if Kyle, if you're like, hey, listen, I need you to drop 20 pounds in the next 3 weeks and help me do this thing, I'd be like, yeah, cool, I could do that. There's no problem. Whereas if I'm like, I have a goal for myself, my buddy goes, get fucked immediately, right?
We have other goals. It's like sleeping. But like that's the thing I shut the brain. That dude, okay, I've seen this, like I watched that show he did and it was fucking terrible and should have been canceled as soon as it was. But maybe even sooner. But
which show?
Okay, the dude I sent you the comedy about the brain who could just make you happy because it has all the chemicals.
Pete Holmes. Yeah.
Oh, that's his name. But no, he had a sitcom where it was like, because I think it was during the pandemic or something. The dude got laid off because of it, and he was a really good bowler, and then he tried to become professional and just like immediately went professional because he was that good. But they made a sitcom based off of like that's a real story, but they made and it was fucking horrible.
Like, really?
I got like 10 minutes into a 20-minute episode. Like it was terrible. But you see the commercial and you're like, this will be terrible. But like, it was terrible. Like I wanted to see it anyway, but it was just so much worse. Like it was unwatchable. So and it got canceled. Like it was like one of those like one and done, like or like 2-3 episodes like aired and like nobody cared type thing. Like it. Yeah.
That will happen.
But but I didn't know, like that dude never done anything. I've never seen him before, and now I see him doing stand up a lot. And I'm like, obviously that's where he came from and got a sitcom and blah blah blah. It was just like shit, but like his stand up is fucking solid. Whereas I thought his show was just terrible, so all I knew was he was terrible. But he deserved a shot.
Just to be clear, what he's discussing, people, is Pete Holmes, the guy who used to have a late night talk show, who has also toured the country multiple times, Kyle's like, I just found this guy. He's got good chops.
Yeah, no, never fucking. Dude, I try not to watch comedy because I'll steal shit and I won't know it.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm the same way where I'm like, no, I actively will avoid people because I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess with people's their shit, right?
Yeah, like I want to be unique unto myself. And with some of the life experiences, there's no reason why there isn't enough material.
Also true.
And like career and all that shit. Fuck,
Yep.
man.
Absolutely.
No, it's just like insane. Like I went to work and you know what I started to do? I became a dragon puppeteer. Has that ever happened to you? Because I went in to like decorate a hall. Like for Lunar New Year. Like what?
Yeah. That's totally reasonable.
Yeah, like it's like, but like, and then I became a dragon puppeteer because we were like, even that, like, I went in to be like decorate for Lunar New Year. Like, most people go to offices and do shit, or they go to retail and do, like, but like, there's a lot of bullshit with this job, but sometimes it's just fucking magical and works out for me very well. It's all like, it's very.
Yeah. But you're also very versatile, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm fantastic. Let's not take anything away from Kyle. But no, it's fine. Like I decorated the stuff and they're like, that's great. Like I hung the dragon, like
bro. But you also check out his videos, people. It's fantastic. But yeah. Bro, but that's you. I think that people don't realize the idea of how often someone like yourself or myself pretends to be a normal person on a daily basis. Like people don't realize they're like, oh no, none of my personality is real. Just all of this is fictitious. Don't even pretend that we're in the same boat. You find it? Hey, I'm glad. The tomfoolery and shenanigans that happened earlier was because there was a letter that had 2 credit cards that were in it and she couldn't find them. She just found them right now. And I'm like, well, I'm happy for you, Victoria. So that's a good thing.
How bad could that have gone though? Really? Like,
bro. Honestly, I was like
on mushrooms at the time. But you also have strangers in your house.
I also have strangers in my house. That's true.
Yeah.
It's a weird, yeah. While you have a weird life, I too have a weird life. I feel everyone has a weird life these days. We're all insane. Everybody.
Weird. I still think mine's a little more fucked up than most. But yeah, I appreciate it.
I don't. Yeah, but that's also like. Yeah, but you've been.
I'm a contributing factor. I have no
that's
qualms about that. Like.
Yeah.
But my ability to even accept normalcy is just. Well, it's like damaging, but you know. But I'm not bored.
Yeah, that's fair. It's okay, but that realistically, then it's got people like me who get labeled as a bad influence on Kyle, which I find hilarious. But,
oh fuck no! What? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't even. Yeah, let it go. But like, still,
I will never let it go, sir.
That's more my fault than anything. That's more my fault, not yours.
Similarly, like you won't let go the idea that people refer to me as your dad instead of cousin, brother, anything.
Yeah,
brother would have been fair.
Since you are like the age of my like sibling, anyways. So yeah,
it's hilarious.
It is hilarious, but like no, but like yeah, but that didn't cost you anything except for like I don't know, but apparently self-esteem. But but like I feel like it cost you the job. Like fuck.
I did get a job out of it, so that, well, at least for a while.
But then I cost you it because
I
acted bad and somehow you got blamed. I don't know, but
no, I argued with her beforehand.
Yeah, no, that's something else, and then like Kamar quit, so that's good.
Kamar,
the guy who like I complained about driving the forklift all the time.
Because he sucked.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But like, yeah, whatever.
You did them a favor. That's fine.
Yeah.
How are they doing? Everybody doing okay though? Those guys are.
Yeah, I don't see. Like I saw Dan the other day. He worked, and Shane, but like I haven't seen. yeah, like everybody's okay. I haven't talked to my wife and husband in like weeks or days or weeks even.
I messaged them and I just said that I miss them both, and they said we miss you too.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you decided if you were going to have a Super Bowl thing or not?
I feel
or-
like it's a little late for that. And
But-
like I don't know, like the last time, like I sent messages and I never got responses, and then I just stopped messaging.
Eh,
That's kind of why like she has her own shit to deal with, so I just stopped. But I stopped being the one reaching out too. So,
yeah.
yeah, and then I'm like,
Yeah. It's one of the you know what the
you
funny
can
thing
come
is?
over and watch the fucking Super Bowl if
There's a very good chance I might.
you can just deal. Yeah, see, I'm like, it's just me.
I just
This is
might
all
go
you
over.
get.
Mind you, at the same time, between the two of us, I think that's a fun evening. But
Yeah, fuck, I wish Cole could come. Like, fuck, man.
bro,
That would be a dangerous room.
that would listen. Oh yeah. Also, Cole gets in. So he's the kind of guy that will just like
He'll get into places too, right? Which I'm like,
shenanigans. And he's like, yeah, he'll just figure stuff out. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I can't. I'm too big to squeeze in, but yeah, very fun. That's for sure.
It's,
You would, yeah. No, the three of us? Are you kidding? That's I'll also too. Like, so I was.
oh yeah, didn't you want to talk tomorrow night or some shit? Do like our Cole thing, but I don't know if I'll be around. I might be working now.
Yeah, if you're not, that's fine. So Cole's gonna hang out. Atlas might come out too. Like, we're just gonna shoot the shit. I'm gonna build Lego. That's fine.
No, because that was fun, but like money and
That's fair. That is a fair reason to.
I get to be a puppeteer to a dragon. Like it's like
That's also fucking cool, right?
but I was thinking about. Remember, Molly was talking about how she was just like, yeah, I was a mime once, and then it worked out. Like in the future, if she like had mime experience when it needed, I'm like, I gotta have puppeteer experience. Like,
100%.
I manned a dragon. Like that's like. But like doesn't like my resume, it's like just it's just insanity.
Correct.
Like, okay, I was a MMA fighter, CrossFit coach. I was a tarot card reader. I don't know if we ever discussed that shit. Now, like, I'm a puppeteer, an actor, a stand-up comedian, a producer. Like that's just a lot of people do one of those. Like, and
true.
And not all the like.
Listen, in all honesty, though, like being a puppeteer, you're like, hey, what's up? Not much. That's cool. How's it going? You're like, well, what are you doing? I don't know. You just got to figure it. Like,
it's a little more advanced than that, Dina.
It's really
there
not.
are triggers. I can't. I don't do this, but yeah. No, it's not like rocket science. But
listen. Is there a technique to it? Sure. Like with anything, like it takes time to get a figure.
My achievements.
Well, someone's got to take a little bit off the top there, sir. You're a little grandiose. How about that? Suck it.
I'm not that grandiose. I'm like the ego. I'm just high, and I gotta stop because fuck, I gotta drive in like 2 hours. Oh, I was thinking I might take a cab. But...
well, you have all that. I'm employed money, so you can do that.
Yeah, but I don't go to work. And then I'm like, no, but then I show up like 2 hours late because I'm just like, I can't put myself through 8 hours.
And then work for another 10 hours.
And then I work, but like, I got a cooler job. And I'm like, no, like Sophia's like, no, I felt you were vibing in there. So I just like left you to do that. And it's just like, yeah, it's just like, it looks fantastic.
Which is awesome.
I hung a dragon that's like, it goes throughout the ceiling. And there's the golden gates. I think you saw those. But I actually built them and I had to decorate them. And I hung all these lanterns. It was what, like, I assume that the inside of your house looks like.
A little bit upstairs. Yeah.
A little bit, just a
A
little
little
bit.
bit. Just a little bit.
But
Ish. It's
ish.
comparable. Yeah.
Honestly, I love that shit. Like,
It's super cool.
more. I think it was more Japanese, but like they're not like, but like I love the like decoration of them, and I do consider their like calligraphy fucking art. Like it's,
100%. Yeah.
like compared to like our fucking Times New Roman, like
That's not. Yeah.
that's neither here nor there.
That's definitely. We can definitely concur. Times New Roman is not art.
It actually lost its spot too, apparently. But,
Did it really?
yeah, it's not standard anymore. It's not default. No, like if you look, yeah.
That's insane.
But give me 2 minutes. Hey, it's 9/11. Look out. Anyways. I gotta go deal with the
Dragon
ice.
incoming. Yeah,
It
go
should
do
only
it.
take a minute.
That's all right. I'm just gonna sit here and build Lego.
I'm sorry, people. You missed me.
Yeah, it's on my channel, but you're gonna miss Kyle. That's totally reasonable. Yeah, that's fair. Also is a thing. Okay, what am I building here? All right. We're down. There. And we have that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stop soon. I actually gotta take pills myself. Jesus. There and Wunderbar. Oh God. Hi.
I should have got water.
Probably should have got water. That's there.
All right, I'm back. I know my audience missed me.
Thanks,
But,
Kyle.
but no, like it's funny because it's like I do this and people think I'm like a big piece of shit. But like because this is like a character that I fall into when I'm like bored. I just like arrogant asshole. Yeah, everything's about. But like no, it's just like I don't actually think this. It's just but like people. But my lack of giving a shit what people think about me. Like just gets me into trouble too because they think
Also-
all these things, and I'm just like, no, I honestly don't care. And
How about that's the whole thing? Why would I care? I'm just doing my thing. Why would I care? Why would I care about somebody else's opinion
Like,
on me? That's
yeah, like I talked about my like work wife and all that stuff, and I think they honestly thought I was part of like a throuple at one point. I'm like, no, it was like nothing happened. like I'm like I was just friends with two people that happened to be married. Like it was like
no. Just so anyone, yeah, no, it was weird. Just 100% weird, and
like, no, it was
it
just,
worked.
Like
It
but,
was.
like, I think it's a funny story. Other people think it's like a lifestyle, and I'm just like, no, I was never a third. Like,
I mean, there were times when it was like, is this weird? It is weird. All right,
okay, well,
but that's but life is weird.
yeah. No, it was just fun. I think we were all just playing roles too, and in a crazy situation like Hexwood. Like I don't know if you knew. Like, did you ever? Sometimes some of those nights kind of got like sketchy and dangerous. Like feeling, at least like, did you ever feel like sometimes this felt like war when you came in, and it's just like this person's hurt, somebody got attacked, there's drunk people doing this shit. Like it felt like the odd night I felt like there was like
oh yeah,
serious, like this is like combat practically.
Oh,
like
100%. Like there's there
I
is.
thought you were gonna be like, no, I never felt that, but no.
Well, feel that way every day of my life.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm ready to go down. Like my MO is I'm like, I just assume that people have poor intentions because
No, but like
I'd rather be prepared.
No, but like you looked around and I felt like I was in combat sometimes. Although I was the front line. So there's
That's different.
Yeah, so there was like a lot, and I had like I had to call security and stuff at times too for my own protection.
Yeah. People are like that. That's the difference, bro. And remember, hey, there was remember the one, I think I don't remember which night it was. It was close to the end. When I came out, and then there was a bunch of people, and they tried to stare you down, and then it was you, me, and then even Cody jumped in, and I'm like, number one, Chris is harmless. Let's start.
Okay, true, but like not one of us was under 6 feet.
No. And the guys who were facing down were all under 6 feet.
Like
and it was
5'9" was their top.
Yeah. And they were like, what? And you're like, you are gonna get hurt, son. Like
I'm the one who turned away because I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Fight these fucking idiots? Like whatever. I'm like, we'll walk away.
And then me and Cody are like, yeah, let's do it. And you're like, no. And I'm like, we could do it. We could take them. I'm like, come on. That is why I'm a bad influence. That's fair.
But no, like literally the first night there was all these drunk, really.
That was insane though.
And that night was insane. I had to call security. I had to hide because people were like, because they broke me because they were funny. Like I broke character briefly, and then they were like all celebrate, but like it got like almost violent. Like I went inside because they just wouldn't fuck off. Like and then like taunting me. I was like, what am I gonna do? So I just went in there and I called security, and then they by the time they got there was other shit they did that was not good. But by the time they got there, they had fucked off anyways. But
yeah, that's the hilarious part where I'm like, listen, I for every person that is in a character like Kyle, you're like, oh, you need another 2 guys like me who are just security to make sure shit doesn't go down because hey, he's got to stay in character, but me, I just love messing with people. So I'll just walk up and be like, oh, you got a problem, son? Yeah, sure. That's how you get tasered. That's fine.
I had to be, I was
You're in character.
I was significant there, and I had to, like, play by rules and shit. And I to this day, fuck, man, I forgot who it was. Somebody was telling me that they, like, just recently. Well, the girls that I was hanging out with, one of them, it's like you look at anything from that event, and I'm probably in the fucking video and TikTok and shit.
Yeah,
it's like
you got to search to find me.
You're in them, but like it's me. But like, dude,
you're in
role. What you did was so necessary, but it wasn't as. It was a little more worker bee than it was in the Starlight, right? Like you performed the role and you did fucking fantastic. You made that maze. Well, like the 2 of you did everything.
Yeah.
Molly was just a good too. When she was there the 4 times or whatever, but like she wasn't there a lot. But like I'm just saying, I'm like, but you and Jacob owned that fucking place. You were the scariest motherfucker in there, and Jacob's just very creative too. So.
Super creative.
The blinds thing, I'm like, fuck off, so good.
Oh, so good.
And,
but that was like it worked out quite well in that environment. So I was happy about it.
I just remembered walking through that maze with Sasha.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the first. And she's like, I don't know, I feel like I sent her first because she's like, I feel like I was a little protected. Like, yeah, you were, because they saw me and they were less willing to like scare the fuck out of you. But like,
yeah,
you guys, most of them did pretty good. Like, she wasn't not scared. So yeah.
The weird part was, I found that a few people tried to be like, oh, I'm just gonna walk through your maze. You're like, no, don't do that. Don't mess with my fucking maze, right? Like, and even still, when you walked, you were with her, but you weren't like right there with her. You're like, you let her have her experience, right? Yeah. And then I see you behind her, and I'm like, so I'm like staring at her, and she's like, oh shit, and you're like, hi. And I'm like, oh hey, right?
But like, no, like, but like, I didn't want her to be. She wanted to go with me. No, it was a good time, man. Like, so.
It was a great event.
that was a great courting and all that shit. But
Also true. Oh, yeah.
But it was like, no, it was one of the. It will go down as one of the best times of my life.
Oh yeah.
And
it was such a fun.
I feel like there's bigger things to come too, but like it's just like no, just like it was so significant and just like I don't know, it just happened. Like I answered an ad one night.
Yeah.
The next day I was filming the promo, and I took the best photo. That day, just like out of the 3 actors, I took the best photo. Just
did the other 2 ever show up? Like what happened to those other 2 actors?
She, I guess, didn't like. It's funny because everybody was like pretty well paid, and I think she didn't like the pay or the job. I don't know. She turned it down. She also does stunt work, so like her pay scale can be like crazy high. Mm-hmm. So, and then she was the one I was trying to get to do the job. Well, yeah, whatever. I could get the job for her, but she like more or less turned it down, I guess.
Yeah.
And but she was also probably dealing with the other chick, and I don't know, right?
Yeah.
The first one, yeah, Sunshine.
Yeah.
Without saying any libelous things, and
God.
And then the other dude in that was his first job, and then he started like after he saw the promo video, he fucking messaged them. And he's like, "I should have been in it more." Blah blah blah. And he's like, "Can you send me the all the footage?" And it's just like, dude, they own that. They could use it. They could not put you in at all. And like he's a dude. And then he thought he could. He was like, "Can we just come and film a music video in Hexwood?" And it's just like. And like no, like and like you can pay 10 grand to do that, like you know what I mean? Like It's like there's like no, you like started demanding like what a loser. And that was his first fucking job paying ever, and I'm just like, and he's more diva than I've had a like I don't like it's not enough of a career for me, but there's other people who would be jealous of it. So like I want a lot more. But it's but like it's been good in like a lot less time than most people have to put in. So it's just that's a privilege. So
and just know that like Jason Momoa, he's gonna have smaller bodyguards. That could be me. I could be the one right in front of you who will stab you and let Kyle keep his hands, all his ridiculously large hands like mine, all pretty. But I will happily just get in there and just no problem. So
I know how you fight, and I'm like, you would be my first bodyguard because
hey,
bodyguard bites assailant. Like I never. It's just like
yeah. I'll poke you in the eye, and it's not good. That's why people were like, "You want to go?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I'm gonna find a space for all 10 of my fingers, and it's gonna be your eyeballs. It's
But even it's funny because even the small bodyguards, it's not like, well, maybe they're not as good at taking a bullet for you, but like the whole point is that he doesn't have to deal with the people. You know what I mean? Like they can fucking do it. Like he doesn't have to, like because that's all they'll do. Like that's what they're there for, right? Like
they're just supposed to block other people from coming to you.
Yeah.
It's not, yeah.
But I don't know. Like you pissed me off today with your little. You're riding my coattail shit. Like,
I am.
For all I know, this shit tricks around, and you help my ass. So like, let's not. You have much bigger. There's much bigger plans than being my shadow, sir. But yeah, like if I'm made it, like you'll always have a job with me. Yeah, but like fucking you better fucking succeed on your own, dick. Like
I'm trying. I'm trying.
You can do it. Don't rob yourself of that.
No,
I don't want to be the one that you're just like.
Oh no.
I don't want you to be my Polly from fucking like Rocky.
I mean, Paulie had a good life, bro. I'm okay with being Paulie.
I should have been a contender. You're not Paulie, dude.
No, I'm definitely not Paulie, but at the same time, it's let's put it this way. Today, I had a day. So anyways, there's that. All right. I think
Why,
three
the mushrooms or what?
a lot of stuff, but in the end, you know what?
Gravity and
Yeah, well, you know what? I fainted. I was on the ground and I was like, bro, I feel like I hit rock bottom. It was weird. It was a weird fucking experience.
okay, so you're gonna like straighten up and smarten up and fly right?
No.
You gonna do
I-
like drugs? Or you just fell in the basement and there was nowhere to fall to. So it was rock bottom.
like technically, yes.
Okay.
It was also too that I was kind of like, yeah, I just felt like I have nothing. And I need to start building shit. So
You're not
I know I
not
have
where you were a year ago.
it's not even that. I drive a Cadillac. I live in a house. All of these things are people are like, that's amazing. I'm like, yeah, no, it's not.
But
That's
you've done
not
it for a while, so it's not as new to you. Yeah, like
it's not even that's not new, but I'm like, no, but I'm aspiring to be, conqueror of mankind.
yeah,
No,
like
it's not the same.
no, but it's great to like appreciate what you have, but like
Yeah.
to sorry to you're allowed to want more, like better
yeah.
big things, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like deprive is why to deprive yourself of wanting more is like not like technically if you make over $35,000 a year, I'm probably American. You're the 1% in the world.
Yeah, but that's
1% in the world, because other people live in huts with no clean water. So like there are, but like it doesn't mean that you shouldn't strive to. But like me making 35 grand doesn't do shit in Toronto. So
No.
you're allowed to want more for where you are, and you're allowed to want everything. That's what we're here for, to want stuff. Because for a while I didn't want stuff, and that was the worst part.
It's one of those things where you're like, no, it's okay to want stuff, but you have to figure out why do you want stuff, and is it the stuff that you want, or you are like, look, me, I am 100% a dragon sitting on a pile of gems, and I'm like, I like it because I'm an idiot.
No,
but that doesn't make me wrong.
I don't want stuff for the purposes of other people. I want stuff that I know will make me feel better. And like I do want stuff that people, but it's also like if I'm walking around in a suit and it makes me feel better, then the fact that maybe it makes me feel better because other people see me better too. But like if it makes me feel better, then why the fuck wouldn't I? Like it's not a bad thing.
100%.
And like if you watch The Bear episode Forks, you'll watch it 20 times, and this is what I'm talking about. But it's yeah, like there's just stuff, and some stuff, like there's stuff I want, and then like, but I didn't want stuff. Like honestly, some of the stuff I want, and like some of it like I need, but like it's more of a like, if I don't get it, I'm like okay, whatever. But like it's stuff like I'm working towards, because you need to work. Like I'm trying to. I want to buy. I'm actually going. Canvases like for art.
Yeah.
I want to have the crazy psychedelic looking butcher pictures. Yes. I'm gonna have some of those put on canvases and put them in my living room, because you, sir, told me to like make it my own. And I don't. You've seen it. Have you seen it since I cleaned it, changed it? Like all the roommate shit is not in the living room anymore.
A little bit, yeah. You started when I came by. But yeah.
Okay, no, it's like it's like so it's like it's all my stuff now.
Well, that's good.
For the most part, but like some of the paintings are one of the paintings is hers, but it's like a painting I like anyway. Well, it's a Robert Bateman, so you don't know who that is. All right, he's a famous all right. But I have come to the conclusion that I'm not an actor. Like I'm an artist.
Yeah.
In every sense of the word. Like obviously you saw what I made for the X. That was all very inspired, and I thought it turned out fantastic. And and like there's and just like decorate, like when I set up the hall for the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
And, like I'm visually I can do stuff good. And it's like, and like I like doing that stuff. I don't do art for me. I should. And then like, yeah, modeling, acting, fucking comedy, which is funny because I love that more than I am good at it.
I mean, we all go through that.
Yeah, but I love acting, and it's just funny because it's like I want to do it more, and it's like the one thing that's just like no, but like you cannot do it. I want to do it for money more. Like that's what.
That. See me, I'm like I enjoy the storytelling of the whole thing, right? And I like the idea of putting it together, and I definitely appreciate the idea of pretending and being in character. I love that, but I don't like the idea of having a script. I like no. You want me to be a person? I'll be that person. That seems easier than for me to memorize lines. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's like the way they're shot. It's like
it's not. You can't do that.
No, but you don't have to learn all. Like you just have to learn the next few days, and then you know what I mean. Like you don't have to learn the entire script and before front to back or whatever. I'm sure they do. When I get to that day, that's gonna be a weird. And then it's funny. I've been told by my psychic that my day is sooner than later, and I'm not to shy away just because there's gonna be a lot of words to learn, and that'll freak me out. So
sure.
But she said I'm gonna kill it. Well, that's the thing. Like, if you ask me and stuff, like with confidence or whatever, that like, there's no reason why I should be a good actor. But when I do stuff, it's like somehow it's naturally in me now, even though as a kid it was not. But like somewhere in there, like,
yeah,
it just kind of happens. Like it's my happy space. But like I have no training, and I have no qualms. But like I say, I'll tell you I'm a good actor. But I'm like, there's a lot to there's more to do. Like I'm not like I have a far way to go. But like I gotta give myself some credit with like it just like it's just kind of like it just kind of happens. Like I don't think it's not, like I don't even feel like I'm responsible for it. It just like and and on camera I don't know why, and everybody tells me, and you see some photos, they're like the camera loves you, and there's like I stand out, like there's I don't know, and it's nothing. I'm not saying that I'm doing anything special or am special. I'm just saying that like it's just the results.
He's just saying that you're not special.
Yeah, you're not special. No, it's just like weird, and like I get like it's just weird. You go to this place and everybody just starts complimenting you and doing your job, and it's just like, well, I was just like, and they're like, no, it looks great. It's because it looks natural, and I'm just like, because I'm not like trying to be a character. Like I'm just like even on the street. Okay, I'm walking down the street in a coffee. Well, I'm probably going to drink that coffee, so that's it. And somebody was like, "That's fantastic," because you see all these other people carrying around props. Like nobody, I'm like nobody everybody walks down the street never touching their coffee. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like, so it's silly.
Yeah, but you're just like, yeah, the people don't realize that it's those little things that make it believable, right?
Oh,
like
I learned a thing. I was watching this thing. I don't know what it was about, but it was talking about acting, and it was talking about Meryl Streep and how there's this one episode, movie. I don't know. It's probably a classic movie. She's pretty young in it, so like I would be very young and probably wasn't one. So, but there's a point where like there's some people having dialogue, and they're in front of a department store, like a storefront, and there's just like a window there. She has no lines, and the other people are just kind of talking. And she looks with her in a reflection in the window, and just like it fixes her hair and does like some like goofy little thing. And it's just like there's so much character in that, and that is so 100% acting. And she could have just stood there.
Yeah.
Like and people probably, and it would have been accepted even.
Yeah.
To a degree, like as long as you weren't like a stiff pole. So yeah, like it's just like that's the extra that people bring, and seeing that gave me a new understanding that like, because like I'm not formally trained, like I've done classes now, but I have no like I just became an actor. I was like, I'm an actor now, and somehow it's worked out swimmingly. So Yeah, like
Yeah.
how insane is that? Like that is my life. I'm just like, okay. They're like, what? What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm an actor. It's like, what have you been in? Oh, fuck,
Lots of stuff.
nothing yet. You know, yeah. I just because I clicked the link. I clicked the link on Facebook in the pandemic, and I'm like, a lot of comedians end up starring in sitcoms and shit. So I'm like, hey, what's going to happen? Let's see what happens. And then boom, I'm like doing that shit. I'm like in fucking shit. Anyways.
All right.
But you done your Lego?
Yeah, well, I did 3 bags. I think I'm gonna finish up tomorrow.
Are the bags separated? Like,
yeah.
Like back in my day, they were bags, but they weren't like work through the first 2 bags. It was like open everything, and you know.
Oh yeah, no. So now, like, there's number 4, there is number 5, number 6, number 7. It goes up to 10, and then yeah. So I have opened them all up. That is a horrible idea. Don't do that.
Well, there's also 1,200 pieces, but like,
yeah.
as a kid, that wasn't an option. It was just like you could start with like 1 bag, but like before long, they're all open.
Well, now I'm trying to wonder. I'm like, because I remember that we had to break everything up like before putting it together. But I was like,
before me, but I believe it.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know.
Google it.
Yeah, I think I have to.
I don't know if that was the thing, but I don't know. But like, it seemed logically.
Yeah.
But how are you feeling after your?
Better.
But like, I feel disoriented after mushrooms usually. Like,
bro,
for a little bit.
I had a so think of it this way. I was like 3.5, 4 hours into 7-gram trip, right? And like I got like just the rug pulled out from underneath me, and it you know what it felt like was like I was like reattaching everything, and just like fresh glue on everything, and someone just was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna trip on this cord and just pull everything out," and I was like, ah! It was a lot. Yeah. So and even the one thing was too that I was like, how I felt after I fainted. I'm like, I'm trying to piece together either way. Like, I'm like, I think I'm okay. I'm pretty sure I am, but I'm like, I'm not going to know for a couple days.
I thought you were going to be like, am I gay now?
No. Well, like a little bit, like it's in.
I'm like, how did you fall?
It's like, so I realize I'm gay. No, it's weird. Yeah.
I fell on the statue. Optimus didn't see it.
1 in a million, guy. 1 in a million. Yeah.
But no, but like, it's funny that you're talking about that, and like, because I told you about when I got high and I ended up falling on the floor like twice almost, and I was like, and I'm like, and that's where like you're talking about rock bottom. I'm like, I was down there for an hour, dude. I was like, I think I have a problem, but luckily I'm past that. Not the problem, just the feeling that I might have, or the willingness to solve it.
Yeah. The willingness to address any such issue. Yeah, that's just, let's hold that over there.
No, but like,
because I have another bag of 7 grams, which is going to be in 2 weeks.
That's what I was going to say. I'm pretty sure I told you the last time I did mushrooms that I shouldn't do them anymore.
Yeah. And
I have a chocolate bar in my fridge now, and like another 3.5 grams that I got for like free, because when I bought the LSD and what else did I buy? LSD. Oh, DMT. Yeah, right. I didn't think that the second thing that I forgot about was going to be worse than the first thing. Like, fuck.
So today, when I was at Fun Guys, I asked him, I'm like, hey, so I'm like, he goes, what can I do for you? I'm like, I'm thinking I would like 14 grams of Blue Meanie. He goes, I go, now, should I go, I tried this. He goes, that sucks. I was like, so far, Blue Meanie has been tops. He goes, that's a good experience. He goes, that is a long, enjoyable experience.
Yeah.
Give it 2 weeks, do it again. And I was like, all right, cool.
See, I'm the one who, and Blue Meanie is the first one we did.
Yeah. Well, and he even, I said, I was thinking about Enigma. He's like, it's a lot. You don't need it.
Oh, man.
he goes, it's 3.5 grams, and I'm telling you, he goes, it's same thing with Tidal Wave, where I'm like, I had the chocolate bar, and you're like, you shouldn't have eaten that on transit. I'm like, I think I'll be okay. I was this close to not being okay, but ultimately, you're like, yeah, it hits you like a fucking ton of bricks. Whereas I found Blue Meanie was kind of just like.
See, I have a Blue Meanie bar because I bought it to do with the girls, but I'm like, I wish I had a Tidal Wave. No,
yeah.
But that being said, you know how he talked about Enigma? I did over 5 grams of that.
Jesus.
That was the day I landed on the floor.
Yeah.
So I woke up at 5:30 in the morning, and I could I'm just like, I'm not gonna get back to sleep, and I was planning on doing mushrooms later anyways. So I did it. So I did it then, and I did like 6, and it was like 4:30 p.m. when I started becoming human. Like, you know how you're kind of coming out, you're like groggy and shit.
Hold on, when did you take it?
Like by 6 a.m.
You took it at 6 a.m.
But like I woke up at like 5:30, so I probably drank it by like 5:45, 6 a.m.
And then it was 4:30 p.m. before.
And I saw
a long time.
I saw things. That's the one that they're like, that's like DMT at that dosage. So, and when I did the DMT for that 8 seconds, I saw kind of the same shit, and it was like, but yeah. So like it was, So Enigma. It was a lot interesting, but then I was just like, I don't even know if I ate, and then I went to the pot store and I bought like something stronger, and he called it a nice nightcap, and I've told the dude after the whole story of like I was smoking, I felt like it was coming on like a train, like Tidal Wave, right? Like it's coming, and I tried to I'm like, I'm outside, I can't be stoned in this chair, I'm gonna freeze to death or whatever. So I got up and I fell, like I couldn't get to the door, I fell. And then I'm like, I got to get inside. And I got up enough to fall in through the door. And then I like put my legs up to like close the door with my ass and whatever. And then I was there for like an hour. Then I was on my ottoman for like 10 minutes because I couldn't breathe on it. And then I somehow crawled to my bed. And I had to feed the cats, but it was like 8, 9. Like I woke up at midnight. And then like after that, like it was like hours later. Like I was like so fucked. And then, but like, during that hour, I thought, oh, I could hear people. I'm like, nobody's going to find my body for days. But I'm like, the cats are all around. So I think I'm food now. And then, because I'm like, all I could hear was people upstairs and people downstairs, and nobody's coming to find me. And I'm like, I'm just like, do I have a problem? Is this something that should be addressed? And,
there are worse things to suffer. All right. Oh, I think I'm gonna go take another nap and try and recuperate.
Well, it's like 9:45. I think it's just bedtime now.
I think it's just bedtime. I gotta take my.
But in all honesty, nap is more relevant to like how my sleep goes. Like I'll sleep for like a few hours, wake up for hours, sleep for a few, and it's just like it is pretty miserable. Like might be the end of me, but
I think that's my next because I've been physically active the last few weeks, which has been great, but then my sleep is still dog shit.
Might be my nose. I don't know.
Well, your breathing has gotten a little more loud.
Yeah, it's bad, man. Well, I also don't have the steroid now, so like it's like I have to pick it up.
Damn.
So like I can breathe worse.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. But I don't know. Maybe you know what though? They have been doing a thing where they put like a balloon up there and like just open up everything. Yeah. Apparently, like it's supposed to be good for you. I don't know.
Well, I had a surgery like cut out shit, but like
that
sounds painful as fuck. But I would still do the balloon thing just to breathe again.
Right? It's
Where do I have to go?
Even yesterday when we were watching yesterday when we were watching Return of the King, the guy sitting next to me like was the loudest breather in like, but it was all nose, so it's like
oh my god. That's not
and I'm like, hey man, you okay? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, You have an obstruction, friend.
But like, it's funny because you're like, why don't you ever go to the movies? And like, you just named like more things. So, like, why don't you go to the movie? Because I want to enjoy the movie.
That is fair.
I found.
I'm gonna end the live stream. Just be like, we'll just keep on talking. Give me 1 second.
I only go to like